Opie and Dopey.
Two guys that hate each other.
Just shut your mouth.
I hate them.
Shut up.
Don't be unkind.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh, very nice.
Shut the fuck up.
You're a fine bunch of bullies, aren't you?
I'm Opie.
I could give a fuck. I'm Jim Norton, and I'm on the radio.
Shut up.
The Opie and Anthony Show. It's all about fun, fun, fun.
I'd love to spit in your face.
I will fucking kill you.
Shut up, stupid.
I'm just a zilch and I know it.
Who cares? We're trying to do a fucking radio. I know what we're trying to do. I'm sitting here across from you. I understand that.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Despicable asshat.
And these dummies that work for us, you guys stink.
Ben looks like a tall baby.
Always laughing in the wrong places. Ben, where's the coffee?
You rock.
Hopefully he's going through a car wash with his mouth open.
And there's Steve.
Steve is a piece of garbage.
And you stink.
You are cordially invited to a robbery rape.
This is family entertainment.
This show is a disaster.
Opie and Anthony Show.
If you have any poo, fling it now.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Oh, gnarly! Oh, those guys are back!
What are you people? On dope?
Is that your little brother? He's a good-looking kid.
Hey, bud. Let's party.
Act like wherever you are, that's the place to be. Hey, this is great iced tea.
Hey, this is great iced tea. Hey, Red, where'd you get that? Out of the hamper?
Good morning.
Hi. Hi, everybody out there in Radio Land. Always wanted to say that.
Why are you so loud today?
Am I loud? Because it kind of yelled.
I think they replaced your mic.
No, they didn't.
They didn't?
I have to turn my headphones up a little. What? They did what?
I think they replaced your mic.
Let me try. Oh, remember it was buzzing.
Yeah, it doesn't buzz anymore every time you touch it, so that's a good thing.
It is kind of close to what it was. So that's good.
It's fine.
I had to turn my headphones up a little because I was yelling.
That's why.
I got to get more of a Ray Nagin kind of delivery on everything. I'm outraged today. It's a horrible thing. I saw the video conference before the hurricane. You see this Ray Nagin on the news now? Because they released some kind of they had this video conference, I guess, on the hurricane, the approaching Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah, it was pretty creepy, the video.
Yeah.
Bush just sitting in a conference room somewhere.
Well, he had the rest of his Pal Talk screens up, and he was watching porno on the rest and jerking off.
He's
probably going, I can't wait till Ray Nagin leaves so I could get back to jacking off to Pal Talk.
He's actually using the technology for a good reason.
Yeah, do you think the president can get away with...
For a productive reason. Because
Mr. President, this is a secured video line. This isn't Pal Talk.
Oh, I have my cock out and everything. It's just G. Bush, and all you see is his cock.
Yeah, because in this video footage, they have like a meteorologist.
Yeah.
That's somewhere else, giving the president an up-to-date forecast on the hurricane that's heading toward New Orleans.
Yeah, and apparently the scapegoat guy from FEMA.
Yeah, Michael Brown.
Yeah, Michael Brown was the one that was saying, hey, look, I don't think they're prepared for this. Looks like it could be catastrophic. I don't think the Superdome is ready for a storm like this. We don't know if the roof can handle it.
I thought you meant that they weren't ready for all the schwoogies.
Oh, well, that too.
You paused there a little
Wasn't
bit.
ready for,
people that don't spend money.
He seemed to be the one that kind of was saying, hey, this could be a problem. And he was the biggest scapegoat out of the whole thing. They made it seem like he was the guy that was the reason they didn't get all the support they needed. Meanwhile, everyone's sitting around, well, we're going to do everything we can, fight for freedom against this hurricane. And nothing got done, and, well, we all know what happened.
Oh, the FEMA guy was the guy who was actually kind of saying what he was supposed to say.
Yeah. Yeah, the FEMA guy was, and they threw his ass out like, well, he was the big fuck up in the whole thing.
Isn't Bush on video pretty much saying we got everything under control?
Everything under control.
And when this thing
Got
hits,
the troops there in Baghdad.
we'll be all right.
Everything's going to be fine. I'm dry. I'm high and dry right here. I don't even see a raindrop.
Yeah, he doesn't have a grip on much anything.
I quickly watched the video before we went on the air, and the meteorologist is the best part. You could tell he's sweating like, humana.
I just usually have to deliver the weather to some people, and now it's like the president.
Some local, yokels. But now he's like the guy that's giving the president the accurate forecast.
He can't be like, hey, put your galoshes on today. Can't be that guy.
He can't be off,
No.
All these forecasters, especially in New York City, they're off all the time. We were supposed to have a snowstorm that was supposed to start at 3 in the morning, by the way.
Yeah, that's what they said.
And now all of a sudden it's later today. I don't know.
Later today, and we could have a wintry mix. You know what's going to happen? We're going to get rain.
Going to get a lot of rain.
We're going to get rain. It's going to be cold, but we're going to get rain.
But the point I'm making, they fuck up all the time, but whatever.
Doesn't matter. This guy
this guy's sweating.
Well, what does it look like? Which way this thing heading? It's going to be tougher New Orleans?
These things are hard to track.
Good. It's going to be good weather for a genocide, LOL. You can tell the guy was sweating. He's trying to be smooth, but you can just tell.
I'm a feather warcaster.
That's a lot of pressure, man.
Certainly is.
To give the president some info like that. So the video's out. It's very interesting. And it looks like he's using his Pal Talk cameras.
Yeah.
I want to say hi to the third Pal Talk camera, by the way, that you decided to install, Anthony.
Opie, I
obsessed freak.
I was inspired by the late Desi Arnaz, who pioneered the 3-camera shoot.
Ooh.
And we have one camera in the office, and we have one camera here, the long shot, as I like to call it, up here in the corner that covers the entire studio. But we needed the tight shot. We needed those shots when the guests come in to put the camera right there. And we're going to have some interesting guests in today. So I thought it would be a good idea to get a third camera that's right there that people can see, and they don't lose the long shot.
Plus, no one could see Opie. They couldn't see Opie.
Right, they couldn't see Opie over the monitor. Now we have a good view of Opie.
I was fine with that, though. I don't give a shit.
Nobody else
people
was,
weren't.
though.
The people weren't.
I wasn't. I would
They
go home
wanna
and watch the
see you.
replay.
Right.
Just a matter of time before Anthony has the Pal Talk cameras in the bathroom and everywhere else.
Well, first I got to work on a dolly. I want to get a dolly system that goes around the entire
No,
thing.
you'll just get like a Wi-Fi and the laptop, and you'll just be following us around with cameras.
Carry it around. You could actually do. I've seen people do that on Pal Talk, where they walk around with their laptop.
See, Anthony is very clever. He's doing this thinking it's a good way to help the show out.
Yeah.
No, it's that you're getting more and more paranoid, and you want to like keep up on everybody.
I like knowing where everyone is at all times.
Why do you need a Pal Talk camera in the office right now?
Look. Are they working? Look at them all sitting there working. What do you think they'd be doing if there wasn't a camera in there? Horseplay, Opie. Horseplay.
I think you're recording conversations and you're listening late at night in your mansion.
That's what I do.
In your
That's
mansion.
what I do.
Downstairs, you got the old-fashioned, spy equipment down there.
Of course, I have a periscope in my basement. It comes up through the top of the roof, and I look out. I can pop in on the office cam at any time of day or night
That's what I'm
from
saying.
home.
You're
from
a
home.
creep. You're creepy.
Last time I did that, we know what we saw.
Yeah.
Danny's hairy ass.
But now you can
And
just
Derek's
pop up the audio
nutsack.
anytime. So I just imagine you at home.
What are they saying about me?
In your basement.
What are they
getting
saying?
communiques from the office.
No, I just think it's great. People seem to really enjoy the voyeuristic aspect of it. People have done television shows. Imus does it. He has his MSNBC, is it?
Yes.
Is that what he's on?
Yes.
He's got that.
Well, there's a difference between like major network cameras and little creepy spy
Little
equipment.
creepy spy cameras. Well, it's kind of cool that way.
Where you see the lens moving around because Anthony wants a closer look at something.
If you're touching something without gloves,
It's more voyeuristic this way. You get everything. There's no editing. There's no, it's whatever happens. I think it's pretty cool.
That's terrific.
And people are capping it. And using it for Photoshops and putting it up on site. I know there's a site out there. I don't recall the name, but they're taking some interesting clips from the day. And most of the days are just us sitting in here bullshitting. But, you know, occasionally we get the guest in here that does something outrageous, and that's on there. And they pop those videos up, and then people can download the videos.
Right.
And watch what happens.
Very good.
Pretty cool. I love technology. I think we're the only program doing this.
We've always been fans of technology on the
Cutting
show.
edge. Back in 1972, Opie, when we first started in radio.
One of the first radio shows to have a website.
Right.
I know that sounds crazy, but
it's true.
We were one of the first.
Everybody had that basic. Remember what websites looked like in '95? Very just a blank white background and some text, and everything was done in HTML and barely any pictures on there. They used to load from the top down very slowly. It was very annoying when you were trying to download pornography. Yeah. You'd see the hair, the face, then the breast, the belly, and then that big dick. So, yeah, we popped up a website. It was pretty cheesy, but we would videotape stuff and take pictures of girls in the studio and whatever else and pop it up on the website that night. And people could see it that night. Now it's instantaneous.
Yeah.
But people weren't doing it back then. We've always been, tried to keep up with the technology and incorporate it into the show to make the listeners more interactive with the program.
There you have it.
The worst is when you're downloading from Kazaa, trying to get porn, and you're trying to time it so you could finish exactly when the great part of the clip was happening, but it wouldn't get to it fast enough. So it's like her head's moving, and there's a hog. Like, ha ha. You keep refreshing to see it. Just kiss it. Just touch it a little bit.
The problems you have, Jimmy.
Hey, is it true Joe Rogan was on Pal Talk last night?
I heard he was.
What,
Rogan
in one of our rooms?
Yeah, that's what I heard. I just missed him.
Oh, that's very cool. Tom in South Carolina.
Joe
Tom,
Rogan,
what's
man.
up?
Good morning, fellas.
Hey.
Man, I went to Pal Talk last night, my second time there, and there's Joe Rogan getting a tattoo. He looked like he had a couple of drinks, but he stayed on there for like 2 hours. It was great.
He was getting a tat?
Shit.
The thing is,
Yeah.
Rogan would do a man thing like that.
Yeah.
I put a camera on my face so no one could see me teasing my nipples and rubbing myself. Rogan's getting a tattoo.
Being a little girl in front of the camera.
Yeah, I'm trying on panties
He was getting a
and heels.
lollipop on it, a little lollipop on his arm.
He was, huh?
No, I'm kidding. It was something more masculine. I don't know what it was. It looked beautiful. I couldn't tell what it was, but it was pretty. But he was great. He interacted and everything. It was cool shit.
Yeah, he's definitely a cool guy, man. Big fan of the show, too.
I like to know what his tattoo is.
He hasn't called the show in a while, man. Maybe if he's up this early in L.A., he could call in.
He's like a regular guy's guy, you know. He's not pretentious or anything, or
Right.
a prima donna.
Punch it out, guy.
And just hang out. He's really a cool guy. We like him.
He's a real man. He was having some shattered teeth tattooed onto his fist.
I was doing some manly stuff yesterday, Opie.
I know.
Manly stuff.
I know. I called you when you were doing it.
Actually, it's all relatively speaking manly, because these days I don't do many manly things at all. I used to be a construction worker, as a lot of people know, and that was manly work, going out there and humping every day for a few dollars. Real man's work. Well, yesterday I went to my new house, and there was the oil bill stuck in the door. And I'm thinking, how much mail has been stuck in the door and just blown away in the wind that we've had? I need a mailbox. It didn't come with the house, a mailbox. So I looked down the
You
street.
would think when you're buying a new house that they would just throw in the mailbox.
Opie, there are things you notice after a while
Like
that
what?
you go, wow, I paid a nice dime for this house,
Why can't I have light bulb?
and I didn't get this.
Right.
Where's my roof?
Where's my roof?
It's the dumb things, right?
It is the dumb things, because I realized I was going, this is great. Look at the size of these walk-in closets. They're amazingly big. And then you realize there isn't a pole to hang anything even on it. There's no shelves. There's nothing. It is an empty box of a closet that you are now responsible. I don't have a pole to put a hanger on.
You know what I
Nothing.
suggest?
What?
Before you start doing all sorts of construction on that?
Yes?
That should be your panic room.
I really was considering that, but the whole bedroom is going to be a panic room.
Really?
Oh, yeah, the whole bedroom. I also have big French doors that go out onto a front balcony off the master bedroom. Machine gun emplacement.
Of course.
It's a perfect place for machine guns. So if anybody's trying a frontal assault, I'm not going to get caught like
Can you just
Tony
call them
Montana.
sliding doors? Because French equals faggot.
Yeah.
No, French equals a lot of glass and woodwork.
French equals just...
Wonderful.
Ugh.
You standing up there, they shot Gina while she had her bathrobe on, and you're out front shooting people over the pool. Anthony, open the door, man.
And my sister Dawn has the same hair.
Anyway.
I figured I needed a mailbox. And I look down the street now, and I notice there is not one post and mailbox on the street. This isn't that type of street, Opie. The mailman comes right up to the house, right up to your front door, and puts it in one of the mailboxes that are kind of on your house. So I had to get one of those. So there I am at Home Depot picking out a mailbox for my house.
A man like you at Home Depot.
I know.
You barely leave your house and you decided to go to Home Depot?
These hands have not seen a callus in 10 years. And I went to Home Depot. I still have my tools, though, which I took out of my garage, put in my truck, drove to the house, and there I was with my template, making sure the screw holes are all fit, a masonry bit, my Makita drill, cement anchors and screws, and I'm out there. Masonry drilling and putting the anchors in, put the mailbox on, screwed it in. Nice. Right up there.
How great would it be if you just drilled a little bit and then the whole front of the house just fell over?
Bricks fall on top of me from a 3/16-inch hole.
$16 million house you have. That is amazing.
16 million.
16 million, really?
Yeah.
Well,
and that's just for 3 walls.
It was 16.
Did you install a Pal Talk camera on top of the mailbox, you freak?
You know something? There are wires by my front door.
Of course there are.
For
As
the
there
option.
should be.
I have to go over with the alarm guy.
Right.
There are wires. The house is wired for security system, so I will have cameras at the front door and the back.
That'll be perfect
around.
when Halloween...
Not big things, just little.
That'll be perfect when Halloween rolls around again.
Yeah.
So you can decide which bell to answer.
You don't think that which bell to not answer.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't think it's important to have information on who is outside your house at any given moment? You wouldn't like to hear the doorbell ring, be in the kitchen, and look at a small monitor somewhere and go, oh, okay, it's it's some crook disguised as the UPS guy. Or it's a criminal disguised as the mailman.
Yes.
Something like that. Wouldn't that be nice?
Sure.
Of course it would. That's what you got to do in this day and age. Come on, look at the times we're living in, my friend.
Or maybe one night you'll hear the bell ring and you'll just look and you'll go, it's the Russian army.
And I'll know they're coming because I'll see them.
They're finally here.
They're here.
I've been waiting a long time
Honey,
for them.
grab the guns.
Yes.
It's time.
Honey, have a chocolate. What? Have a chocolate.
She'll be like wiping sleepies out of her eyes, waking up and looking at me. What are you doing as I'm buttoning my uniform?
Honey, take the cyanide.
Baby,
Put it in your mouth and bite down when I tell you.
It's time. Take the cyanide. We've been waiting for this day.
But she's so used to it. She's like, baby, there's no one out there. And she grabs his hand and he just lays back down completely stiff with his uniform on. Tries to fall asleep with his eyes wide open. on top of the comforter.
Oh, that's not funny.
That's really funny, actually. I love that. All right, so congratulations on that.
I did manly things. I put in a mailbox.
Let's bring it back around. So this video of Bush. What was he on vacation? He was in a conference room.
He's always on vacation, of course.
And they got video of him talking just before Hurricane Katrina hit, and he's getting the forecast from the meteorologist.
With this hurricane.
So let's go to some of this audio here. It's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Michael Brown on Katrina.
My gut tells me, I told you guys my gut was that this is a bad one and a big one. Everyone within FEMA is initially on call. This is, put it mildly, the big one, I think.
So that was before it hit.
They get a little clipping on that. They should have used Pal Talk. They get a little. You hear his voice clipping?
Yeah.
I'm surprised in the middle of it you didn't hear.
I am Dugout Doug. You will listen to me. I have jacked the mic. You will no longer talk. I am Dugout Doug.
That's what you got to deal with in Doug's room. So just jack the mic from you. You have the president talking.
Well, I think we need some certain resources have to be brought down to the area.
You will not speak anymore, Mr. President. I am Doug. I will now sing a song for you.
Doug's actually another power-hungry sociopath.
Oh, what a psycho he is.
He's got a bucket next to the Pal Talk, so he just doesn't even have to get up to take dumps.
He just yells. And he's constantly yelling at people.
Of course he is.
He's constantly yelling at people.
Less camera time if he has to get up and take a dump, right?
Yeah. Just squat out of view.
All right, here's the hurricane expert. I think this is the meteorologist.
All right.
So far, Michael Brown, this was before Katrina hit, said what he needed to say.
There's a little bit of a problem brewing here, and I think we need some help.
He seemed like he was on top of the situation early on.
This is a Category 5 hurricane, very similar to Hurricane Andrew in the maximum intensity, but there's a big, big difference. This hurricane is much larger than Andrew ever was. I also want to make absolutely clear to everyone that the greatest potential for a large loss of life is still in the coastal areas from the storm surge.
All right, that guy kind of had it figured out.
He nailed it.
That was the weather guy?
Yeah, did he give the president a 5-day forecast?
Yeah, and now the 5-day after these words.
He's trying to word it right. We still think the best, the people most likely to be are going to be affected are going to be people who might live on the coast, Mr. President.
On the coast, in shanties and shacks, let's say.
Coasters. Wink, wink.
Coasters.
God damn.
A coaster cook.
Now we go back to Michael Brown, talking about the Superdome.
As you may or may not know, the Superdome is about 12 feet below sea level. So I don't know what the heck. And I also concerned about that roof. I don't know whether that roof is designed to withstand a Cat 5 hurricane. So not to be kind of gross here, but I'm concerned about NDMS and medical and DMORT assets and their respond to a catastrophe within a catastrophe. So,
God, the
guy had it
completely.
He had it down.
These guys know what they're talking about.
And he was the guy
he said he's not sure if the roof's going to hold.
Yeah.
And it didn't.
And he was the guy that got the boot.
Yep.
He was the guy everyone pointed at and said, there's the guy responsible for the fuck. That's why we're not getting the supplies we need, and no one was prepared for this. Wow.
Here we go.
Bush vindication.
Bush ensures all necessary help. So who released this tape? You think it's FEMA?
I don't know.
To make themselves look a little better, or?
I'd hope so, because they looked, forgive my language, but they got mud in their eye. Ooh. They looked very stupid and ineffective after that, and I was one of the ones shouting about it, and I'm an ass.
I want to assure the folks at the state level that we are fully prepared to not only help you during the storm, but we will move in whatever resources and assets we have at our disposal after the storm to help you deal with the loss of property, and we pray for no loss of life, of course.
After the storm? Well, I guess he was correct.
He never gave a time frame.
So I guess he's technically correct, too.
You know, before the storm.
It might be 7 days after the storm.
It will be a week. It's going to be a week after the storm, but it's after the storm.
Ooh, drop the ball.
And now here's Bush on ABC TV 4 days later.
There is frustration, but I want people to know there's a lot of help coming. I don't think anybody anticipated the breach of the levees.
What? Isn't that the one thing they just kept harping? Even the local news, they were like, will the levees hold?
Right.
Like, everybody anticipated a breach of the levees.
Well, Bush is stupid. He thought they were saying levees. He thought it was about a couple of Jews. He didn't know what will the levees hold? They're not trustworthy.
Breach levees? What contract are they breaching? I don't know.
All the rock stations were playing When the Levees Break.
Yeah.
24 hours a day. I think they knew this was going to happen.
Everyone knew.
How's my Bush impression, by the way?
I liked it.
I don't do impressions, but once in a while I'll surprise the whole audience.
Working on it.
Thanks.
Wonderful.
Speaking of Bush...
There's a whole football team in mind last night.
My Bush felt like a hurricane hit it after the football team left.
It was sloppier than New Orleans after the hurricane.
And more black guys walking out of it.
Old whore.
That old whore. All right, we get it. You love sex and you're a little older. You're a cougar.
Wow.
They're called cougars.
Oh, stop it. No, they're not. No, dude, they're not. Where did you hear that term?
I'm really pissed off at myself. I forgot what show did it. One of the news channels did a whole piece on cougars.
A cougar? Is it because a girl is like a kitten?
I guess.
And they're like an old cat?
Yeah.
Big old cat, a cougar.
If someone can help me, because I'm sure somebody else saw this piece. It was on the news here in New York, or Inside Edition, or Access Hollywood /
one of them.
Geraldo at Large meets fucking Wheel of Fortune, one of those dumb shows. But they're talking about cougars, and they're older women up in their, maybe early 40s, banging the young guys at the bars.
Maybe they're predatory. Maybe that's the whole thing. They stalk you while you're riding a bicycle through the trails and pounce.
But just the term, as soon as they said it on the screen, cougar, I'm
cougar.
Like, ugh.
And they're not cougars. They're what the young guys pick off at the end of the night when they're drunk enough to not realize, well, you are 51. All right, I'll throw it to you.
And the guys are just, I guess maybe the cougars are looking to get laid, too, if they're in that situation.
I will never forget the line that some old broad on Ron and Fez said one day. They had three old broads in here, and Ronnie was just railing them. It was really, really funny. And one of them said, he goes, "Hey, the older the chicken, the better the soup." Ja, Leichen chicken. Ja, that's good. The older the chicken.
That's what you want. Broth with rotted meat floating in it.
Old chicken. It's old cartilage legs.
How's your chicken soup? Oh, it's good. The meat's all soft and awful. There's false teeth and a gray hair in it. Got any bread I can dip in this? A shotgun?
It's like eating the ass of a chicken. You ever eat that little chicken ass?
I got that once at school and had to go without lunch that day. Everyone made fun of me.
I never had that. What's that?
They were handing out, it was chicken for the day, so wings and breast and legs and everything like that. Thank you, E-Rock. I really... The older the chicken, the better the soup.
Macht es Spaß? Du Hühnerficker.
Ja, ich bin ganz wild auf diese Henne.
Ja.
Das. Oh,
nun wird's gut.
Nein, Juden.
Ja, gleich.
Juden Chicken. Nein. Ja.
The chicken is crying.
That is a cry. When chickens cry. This is the sound when chickens cry.
Maybe I'm just like my father, too foul. Get it? LOL.
All right, man. So disturbing. Steve in Philly, what's up?
Hey, guys. Hey, Jimmy. How you doing?
Go ahead, Steve.
I'm doing those news video conferences. They had news teasers with the weather guy saying, New Orleans levees, will they break? Story at 11.
Yeah.
Everyone knew.
Everyone knew. Matter of fact, here's a hurricane expert on the levees.
I don't think anyone can tell you with any confidence right now whether the levees will be topped or not, but that's obviously a very, very grave concern.
There you go.
I drove my Chevy to the levee, and the levee was dry. Good old boys drinking whiskey and rye, so everything's going to be fine.
Do you know that song has something to do with music? I was reading one time that it was about the music and the music.
I can
see?
That music.
Click! This is me in the car. Click!
I like to ask somebody what this is about, and every time they try to describe, I just go, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Well, this is about, who cares?
But February made me shiver.
That was the plane crash, right?
Bad news on the doorstep.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
I couldn't take one more step.
Oh, you like that, don't you, faggot?
I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride. But something touched me deep inside.
He said, I can smell your cunt.
Music died.
Hello, exactly!
Oh, here's the cougar piece.
All right.
Crap.
Enough of that.
All right, if you're calling about cougars, stay on the line.
Stay there.
We're going to need you. It's this long? I'm not reading this shit.
Come on, Opie, read. I like to
We don't need a read for our radio show anymore.
You have a sweet reading voice.
We just wing it.
Reading stupid is.
Reading's overrated.
Reading's for queers, am I right or wrong?
Words.
Stupid reading.
Words. Words are stupid.
Words are silly. Are more older women with younger men? Oh, it's on ABC News.
Wow.
Oh, a little news program called ABC News. I'm thinking it's some trash show. Cougars on TV and in real life find romance overcomes age gaps.
Cougar.
That's what you want to cuddle with. Do you ever just smell old person neck? There's something awful about the smell of an elderly neck.
What about just their breath in general?
I never got that close to them.
Yeah.
Is it bad?
They just can't brush their teeth enough to get the smell out.
No. What, like mothballs?
I don't know what it is.
They put the brush on, the teeth just fall out. Like, I forgot. Effordent.
Oh, well, lost another one.
Effordent. No, they have to brush their teeth. They have to put in that awful cup. Shit, it fizzes like Alka-Seltzer for their rotted old teeth.
Yeah, that's a cougar.
Do I really have to read this whole thing? All right.
Just go through some of the highlights.
Well, that would have been good if we knew we were going to talk about cougars. Then we could have highlighted. We have a whole great staff here that'll highlight and do all sorts of fun stuff.
Then why don't you
have a copy of this, Anthony?
I should have a copy.
I think maybe two more copies. I don't want.
You're not responsible enough to have a copy.
I just want to point and go. No, go here.
Why don't we have copies?
Here come the copies.
Well, thank you very much.
That's very good.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
You're a good boy.
Cougars.
May 5th, 2005. What do Samantha on Sex and the City? God, we were onto something with this Samantha thing, because now it's a huge story. And Gabrielle on Desperate Housewives have in common.
I think I know.
What?
They both voted for the conservatives.
No,
Jimmy, no.
When they put on their shoes, they have to lift up their uterus.
All right. Stand corrected.
Sex and relationships columnist Valerie Gibson would call them cougars.
Ooh, sexy.
Women who date men more than 8 years their junior. And they're part of a trend that's coming off the screen and out of the bedroom.
What if they're 18-year-old girls? It's still called a cougar?
Then they're called good eggs.
8 years their junior.
Then they're called school teachers.
Gibson says the term originated in Vancouver, British Columbia, as a put-down for older women who would go to bars and go home with whoever was left at the end of the night. I call them vultures.
That'd be a vulture, wouldn't it? Yeah, or some type of a hyena. Something that's, it's not really much talent in the kill.
There's a stupid wine bar in my neighborhood, and every time I walk by, they have the doors wide open, and you can see these, quote, cougars.
Cougars.
But I call them vultures. I didn't know they were cougars. Now I got a new term. I'm an idiot, man. I walk by this this wine bar, and I'll just scream, vultures!
Vultures. Now you can scream cougars.
Now I'm going to start screaming cougars.
You know what the visual definition of a cougar is to me, besides like Samantha from Sex and the City? Dean Wormer's wife.
Absolutely.
All drunk.
Or Fareed's ex-wife that we were talking about yesterday.
Cut the crap and get me a drink.
Right. I'm a cougar.
Still want to show me your cucumber?
Gibson says the term originated in Vancouver, British Columbia as a put-down. Okay, we did that already. But now it's more positive, describing women usually they're in 30s and 40s. They're in 30s and 40s who are financially stable and mentally independent and looking for a younger man to have fun with. Yeah. Gibson, who is single but has been married 5 times, the last time to a man 15 years younger, describes cougars like herself this way. She's in control, she's very attractive, and she's very sexy.
In control? She's been married 5 times.
Right.
5 times. That's a complete and total failure at marriage.
There's an animal cougar, also of a vagina you could put Doc Martens in 5 times.
Oh, my God.
Self-centered old broad.
Oh.
This is just not sexy. Comedian Fran Drescher. Ugh.
47?
I'm a cougar.
Sounds like a fucking model airplane. It's not sexy. 47 said the trend might be due to increased self-sufficiency among the fairer sex. The former star of The Nanny dated a man 16 years, her junior, for 4 years, and now uses those experiences in her new sitcom, Living with Fran, in which she plays a divorcee with a 20-something boyfriend.
There's a show called Living with Fran.
Yeah.
Living with Fran.
That could be the worst title I've ever heard for a television program.
You know it's sexy, this whole the cougar thing and this story, when they quote statistics from the National Association of Retired Persons as far as sex goes.
Right.
Oh, they no longer, this is why they like the younger guys, I guess, and being a cougar. They no longer have to evaluate a man based off whether or not they're going to be a good provider and take care of them. That opens up a much wider pool to choose from, Drescher said.
Much wider pool to choose from.
Competing for the 48-year-old. There may also be more cougars today because there are more men that love them. Self-described cougar hunter, 29-year-old Jeremy Mape, who works in commercial real estate in San Francisco, 28-year-old Mark Labosco, who's a software sales, says they like confidence and sexual experience of the cougars they know.
Bullshit. They just know it's an easy lay at the end of the night.
Right.
Or maybe they have older lady fetishes. Maybe when they were little boys, they saw mommy's feet and got a little tent and have liked older women ever since.
Let me tell you something about guys that dig older women. And I'm not talking about a guy that's 30 and a girl that's 34 or something like
37
that.
or 58.
37 is 62, things like that. Asshole. I'm talking about guys that are in their 20s that are going out with women in their 40s and 50s. If you go into the 60s, then you're sick. There is some real sickness there that transcends what I'm even going to say.
That's almost necrophilia.
Yeah, just about. When you like looking at the veins pumping through the skin, through that translucent skin. But if you have that kind of fetish, and it is a fetish, you have some kind of mommy issue. There's a mother problem there. You saw something, like Jimmy said, and it excited you, and the rest of your life is spent trying to chase that excitement of mommy.
You saw the swell of mother's bosom one time while she cooked your eggs in her older mother nightgown, and you didn't quite know what it was, but you just knew it was special.
I saw my mother once basting the holiday turkey on Thanksgiving, and she was wearing, like, her nightie, and she was bending over, basting the turkey. It is one of the most horrific memories in my mind. Horrific. Because her nightie was pretty short. Shut up, Opie. Opie, this isn't a sexy story. It's sick.
The nightie was what, Aunt?
How short was the nightie?
You sons of bastards. Would you stop it?
We just want to know more about the nightie.
It was short enough where her bloomers showed, okay? And thank God she was wearing bloomers, because I might not be here today. I could be in a straitjacket still hitting my head against the wall.
What kind of haircut?
Shut up! And it was probably 1977, so God can only know the type of haircut.
It's like a film, Mother's Nightie.
As a matter of fact, I think there was a hair on the turkey. It was awful. It was an awful sight.
I saw the same thing. I can't even throw you under the bus. My mother she was basting a turkey, except she was in the bedroom and there was a Negro mailman behind her helping her baste the turkey. I remember when I was a little boy, that's what I saw.
And they told you, he's just helping me baste the turkey.
That's right. And the man in front of him is, I'm just holding on to his hip.
Right. And I'm trying to clean the clog out of his turkey baster.
That's what Mother said.
Yes,
and
Mother.
She gave me $1 to never tell anyone.
By the way, does anybody call their mother Mother?
Yes.
No, you don't.
No, I don't, but people
do. Does anyone in here go, hi, Mother? No. Mother?
No, that's
Mother.
creepy.
That's another creepy Norman Bates, you want to have sex with your mom thing to do.
It's Mom.
It's Mommy.
I know, you do the mommy. That's
no.
That is. No.
I say Mom.
I've seen you say Mommy.
As a joke, I say Mommy. Because it's funny that a grown man is calling his mother Mommy.
See, I always thought it was kind of, I just say, hey, Dad's hole.
But it's horrific.
Cool.
But some guys, I guess, get off on it in some way when they're a kid. It excites them, and they go and chase it with these cougars.
Let's say hi to Tim in New Jersey. Let's see what this is about. Tim.
Well, What's up, guys?
What's up?
My name's Tim, and I'm a cougar hunter.
Oh, you're a cougar hunter, huh?
Guys, I mean, obviously...
All right, hold on, Tim. How old are you, first of all?
I'm 27.
27.
How old are these ladies?
Normally, I like to prefer the cougars between 34 and I'd say maybe 42 is the highest I'd go.
That's the highest?
So yeah, exactly. I don't even think you could say...
First of all,
I don't think
you shouldn't be surprised that the guy who's dating an 18-year-old has a problem with the older ladies.
No, there is a complete double standard here, sir. It's and we're acknowledging it, and oops, that's just the way it is. An older guy with a younger girl, it's just the way it is.
And we're not...
basically, I called in to say that Dewey Beach, Delaware, I don't know if you guys ever heard of it.
Hold on, but we're not even, we're talking about two different things. There's love, and then there's you're going out to the bar to get laid.
Right.
And these cougars... They're not looking for romance. They are looking to bang young guys.
I'm looking to bang young guys.
That's all we're getting at here. To say that it's about anything else but just an easy lay. Because I think women that go out and they consider themselves cougars, I think they lack self-confidence, and they're hanging out at the bars waiting for you guys to, have as much alcohol as humanly possible. And then at the end of the night, they know they're going home with a young dude that just wants to get laid. I think that's all it's about.
So you like that dude when you're in a bar? Hey, baby, what's your name? No, Bev.
It's
Gertie. They call me Gertie.
Hey, get another 7 and 7 for Bev.
And it's weird to call a 34-year-old woman a cougar, by the way. I would think it's
I would say
start
40.
Like 40, right?
40 and up.
It can go either way. It's more. They honestly, the ones that I've met, they're just pretty cool chicks. All they want to do is have a good time.
They're not chicks. They're chickens.
They're not chicks. In this article, it says many older women also look great. Says Mape, you have 30, 40, 50-year-old women who look like they're 25, and you can't tell the difference.
Sure, you can.
Really?
Of course, you can tell the difference.
Here it is. The biggest hurdle for May-December relationships, Gibson said, is the cougar's lack of interest in or inability to have a baby. If he wants children, then it's short-term because he'll go off to have his children at some point, and you should allow that or even send him off to do it. If the guy wants kids, starts talking about that and
having a baby at that age.
Oh,
what are you kidding me? It's like finding a mine in... out west that hasn't been used in many, many years and say, hey, I got a good idea. We're going to start this mine up again.
You break the wood off the front that says danger on it, and the dust comes out.
And what do you mean you can't tell the difference? It's pretty obvious. If you're with a chick and you're behind her and you're railing her and she's like, oh, fuck me like it's the New Deal. Oh, harder. My leg fell off.
All we're saying, I saw this story on the news last night.
Put me back in my chair.
They're trying to make this sound sexy and that there's some kind of romance involved with this. It's not.
It's not sexy.
It's women that are in their 40s and they want to get laid like anybody else, so they're in the bars waiting for the young guys to have too much alcohol. All the young chippies either went home with somebody else or weren't interested, and then they move on to the cougars that are still hanging out at the bar. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Coming from me, here's how I usually end up happening. You do that, and you know you're not going to have to worry about it the next morning. It's always good stories the next day for your buddies.
Right. See, that's what you're doing it for.
Yeah.
The stories, the quick lay, the degradation.
Yeah.
And I guess I just have no morals and I can get away with that. Take it easy, guys.
Slide down her slacks, her sensible slacks.
I'm not saying if you're into
smelling
that
baby powder.
She's trying to look sexy. She has Jordache jeans on because she's a little out of touch.
I wore all the kids are wearing these.
Yeah, a pair of white sneakers.
The Jordache look.
The point I'm making, though, it's really simple. I mean, to try to sex it up and make it sound like it's about romance is ridiculous.
Yeah, these
if
guys...
That's fine. I don't care. But to say that it's more than just getting your rocks off.
You want a nice girl, you see a girl in her 20s walking by, and all tight, or a cougar sitting at the bar drinking her fucking Manhattan, whatever, like, old man drink she's drinking.
But guys, I'm sure, fall in love with older women all the time. I'm going to say it again, though. In that situation, they're not looking for love. You know what I mean? Let's say hi to Mark in Jersey.
Brown spots on the forearm.
What's going on, boys?
What's up, Mark?
We play Count the Liver Spots.
I've been talking about cougars forever, man, but there's different levels of cougar now. You got your 35 to 45s like your cougar, then your 45 to 55s like your panther, and then once you get past like your 60s, you talk about wolverines.
Yeah, then
That's pretty good, actually. The Wolverine. Yeah, the ears the ears continue to grow, and the nose continues to grow.
I just picture a cougar,
the fur is just not right. You ever see like an old cat?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
It can't
about.
take care of itself anymore, so the fur is all askew.
You watch Discovery Channel or one of those Animal Planet shows, and they do a documentary on a pride of lions, and you see the young lions kicking ass and making new baby lions and stuff. And then there's always the old one that was head of the pride for years, and then he's confronted by the younger one that takes over the pride, and he's just this mangy mess of a lion.
His fur's all matted.
Fur's matted. His ears are like chewed. He's got notches in them and stuff. And his jowls are hanging down, so he can't even close his lion mouth.
Looks like Bert Lahr.
Put him up. Put him up. I'm looking for a cougar. You know what you need to fuck one of them? Courage.
How I wish I had a Geritol.
Let's go to Batwing Ball Bag, it looks like. Batwing Ball Bag.
Hello, Batwing Ball Bag.
What's up, buddy?
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good.
I truly fell victim like a predatory animal that swooped in and took me. I'm 29 years old. Met a 43-year-old woman at a bar. I was on a business trip. It was a hotel bar.
Yeah.
She was there drinking. We just started talking. There was like a group of us hanging out at the bar. And, spent a couple hours there, got hammered, and decided to make my way back to my room. Well, she ended up following me. Kind of coerced me. She was an attractive-looking woman. And, she took my pants off, started sucking me off.
They never say hot. They never say anything. It's always, she was a handsome woman. Yeah. Very handsome.
With the alcohol that was in the system, it was like, this isn't so bad.
Yeah.
And, she started taking her clothes off, and that's when the shit hit the fan.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she took my pants down. I was all kinds of happy. She took her shirt off, and I was starting to shrink up.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
And I was
no. I actually got audio of your brain right when she took her clothes off.
You got audio of his brain. I actually have, there was a mic in the room, Opie, and this is what he said.
What's that supposed to be, some kind of sick joke?
I actually got audio of his hard penis after she took her clothes off, Anthony. Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
Drop to the floor.
You could tell that her tits were all, at one point had been, full and perky, and now they were like rocks and socks.
Yeah, look, you're all happy in here. The bra comes off, and this is what's in your head.
So she takes her pants off and she crawls up onto the bed, and then it's as Anthony has said in the past, there's an explosion in the Steakums factory.
Oh, God.
I was like, oh, my God, what am I doing?
That I would like.
No, you wouldn't.
We actually have, it's going to sound weird, but we have audio of your eyes when you saw that, yes.
And I was like, oh, this is a mistake. Oh, this is a mistake. And she goes, well, I have to go to the bathroom. I swear to God, I slipped on my boxer shorts and ran down the hallway to my room. I scooped up all of my clothes, my pants, my everything, and I took off down the room.
Why? Just because you were ready to get all settled in and she had to have a diuretic evacuation? She's sitting there on the bowl with her stupid pantyhose pulled down to her mid-thigh and her old lady white shoes.
You just hear from inside the bathroom, I'll be right out.
Her blue wig is skew.
She was taking one of those fire hose pisses. That real loud, obnoxious piss. I'm like, this is just not good.
What the hell's with that sound of the women urination?
There was all kinds of stuff behind that one, man. But I heard you guys talking about this. I had no idea that there was a term for it, but I got back to my room and just felt like a
let me ask you something, though. You were just going for the lay, right?
I wasn't even looking for a lay that night. That was the thing. We're sitting there, and it was just a group of people that were on business trips. We were sitting there talking, and she followed me back and said, hey, you want to come by for for a nightcap, and I was like,
You sure she didn't just follow you back because she was lost like Henry Fonda and on Golden Pond? She just wanted you to help her get back with some blueberries?
The term cougar felt that you fit this chick perfect because she was just predatory.
Here's her.
Here's a quick victim.
And here's when she's walking down the hallway after you left the room. The slow walk of shame.
See you guys.
Thank you.
Cougar.
We got Ben in studio. You got something to add to this?
I have a friend that's into cougars.
Into cougars?
Oh, yeah. He goes out on Friday and Saturdays.
And does he score a lot?
Yeah, but the worst one was it was just like 40-year-old virgin when he was banging this chick and the little kid came in the room. Her like 4-year-old kid came in crying.
4-year-old?
That's not daddy, you know, screaming and yelling.
Oh, that's got to be a treat.
Yeah.
How about when, Mom, I'm home from college?
Yeah, exactly.
That's awful, though, with stupid kids crying and yelling. You know he's going to drop the video camera. Just hold it, you little brat, or I'll punch you.
Let's go to Eric in Virginia. Eric.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Hey, I just want to tell you, out in Colorado, like out in Vail, that's the best thing. You got to use your upper hand as a male, and you got to let them buy you drinks all night and go home with other girls.
Oh, is that one of the ploys? You let the cougar buy you drinks and then go home with the hot chick?
Of course. I had cougars buying me and all my girlfriends drinks.
Some tells me a good-looking guy could probably do that. But the guys that aren't too good looking or aren't that successful or something probably just going for the cougars for the lay because they know that they're not going to get the hot chick.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't in it for the lay, but I used it to my advantage, and I had free drinks for 4 or 5 hours.
Night. I could picture her looking over at you, going like, "Another drink, sweetie." Like,
exactly right.
And as her red lipstick wicks up into the wrinkles.
See, I listen to Patrice.
You ever see that? Like the old ladies put their lipstick on, and their lips are so thin that they try to go a little over the lip, and it starts wicking up the wrinkles.
Well, it's a little like riverbeds.
Like little ravines. Yeah, little riverbeds.
Old riverbeds.
And lipstick. Want another drink, sweetie? Why not? We're all having fun tonight. You know, trying to fit in.
She's got it on her teeth, that red lipstick on the teeth that the older women get.
Let's go to Parents Without Partners meetings, please. Could you just leave the bar scene to the kids?
Exactly. Just put on your adult diaper / thong and stop trying to bang the younger fellas.
Thong adult
diaper. Yeah. Do you have something in a Depends that's transparent?
New Depend Cougars.
Let's go to Mike in Brooklyn.
I can feel as sexy as I used to and not have to worry about those embarrassing incidents. And they flash back to her talking to a younger gentleman and she's pissing her pants while him and his friends laugh at her and throw a toaster so she electrocutes herself.
Her black and white checkerboard pants.
She had to wear, always to buy yellow pants with dark patches. So, in case she had an accident, it wouldn't show. Rotten old bag, you've lost control of your faculties.
Let's go to Mike in Brooklyn. Mike.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey, Mikey.
Dude,
how about peak free, you old cockies?
Manhattan.
Oh, wait, what, Mike?
Dude, I was 23 years old at a club in Manhattan, picked up this woman who, under club lights, looked like she might have been, 30, and pick her up. As I'm walking out of the club, the doorman looks at me and laughs.
Oh, that's not a good sign, sir. Yeah, did you have a few in you?
Yeah. And so I get back to her place and up on the Upper West Side, right in the middle of all the action, she screams at the top of her lungs, "Oh my God, it's been so long!"
It's been so long.
Yeah.
Dude, here's a sign, because some guys get drunk and they leave the bar with these cougars, and like you said, the doorman laughs and doesn't know. Here's a sign that you're with an older broad. If you get in your car and it doesn't start and she says, "Pull the choke," there could be a sign she's a little old. Do you need me to get out and crank it?
All right, Mike.
Thanks, boys.
Yeah, let's go to Joe Mack in New York. Joe.
Hey, what's going on? Listen, I got one. I was about 20, I think. I left the club with a girl. I go home. I start doing all type fucker. I start doing all types of dildos and shit. Next thing I know, I wake up the next morning. I just tried to take a nap. A kid starts banging on the door screaming about how he wants Cheerios.
He wants Cheerios.
It's 7:30 in the morning. The kid bursts through the door, and it's a black kid with a giant afro. I swear to God, this was the scariest experience of my life. 20 minutes later, I'm eating Cheerios with the kid, watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And you just banged the old broad.
It was insane. What the fuck do I do with that? I ended up taking them to McDonald's. I didn't know what to do.
All of a sudden, you're daddy.
So you have to sit there with her and her son that her family won't acknowledge?
Yeah, exactly. The Spooky kid with the asshole.
Oh, God.
All right.
It was ridiculous. All right, punch it out, guys.
Some dude from Pennsylvania. What about Danny and his mom? Cougarville.
Yeah. Is Danny into cougars? Because I know his relationship with his mom is a little weird, where he might actually be into the cougars. I can't even say it without getting like the heebie-jeebies.
I'm a cougar hunter.
It's
like,
just, it's just awful.
I'm a cougar.
Let's go down to O-Town. Bring it on, brother.
O-Town, look out.
We haven't had a call from O-Town.
All right, what do you got, tough guy?
Hey, Anthony, Jimmy, my idol. How's it going, boys?
Hi.
Well, I'm not really a cougar hunter. I usually go for, like, women 21 to 30. I mean, I'm 25. But for some reason, they come to me, and I don't know why. But a couple weeks ago, there was a woman named Juanita. She's, like, 41, but she looks like she's 31.
Juanita.
Oof. And she's a Puerto Rican chick.
Of
She's
course.
basically what Jimmy ranks as, like, a Sevenopolis. So she's all right.
A 7-Up? Oh, okay, cool.
Really?
Do you like her with or without her fruit basket hat?
I don't wear the fruit basket hat or nothing like that. But she's got that nice meaty vag you like, though, Jimmy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And the reason she likes younger guys, she tells me, is just because the men her age just don't have what it takes for a man, she says.
What it takes.
Was that a high alcohol tolerance?
The old story. All right, thanks, Eric. Let's go to Tammy in Texas. I think Tammy's a little confused. Go ahead, Tammy.
Hi, Tam.
Hi. I just wanted to know, I'm 24, my husband's 46, and I was just wondering, I know that, like, a lot of times the younger women get looked at like they're in it for the wrong reasons, and I was just wondering if...
You're a gold digger.
No.
What now? What's he do for a living, and how long are you together? And where did you meet? How did your family feel about it? And where were you in life when you met? Go.
Okay, he drives a big truck over the road. I've been with him on the road for about a year now. Well, I've been over the road with him for a year. I've been with him for 3.5 years. At first, my mom and dad really just did not want anything to do with me. But finally,
tell me about it. I mean, go ahead, Tammy.
Where'd you meet? How old are you, Tammy?
I'm 24.
So you were 21 and he was 40 what? When you met?
We're 21 years different, so yeah, he was 42, I guess.
All right. She's now 24. He's 46.
Okay, so were you a lot lizard? Where'd you meet him?
No, I wasn't a lot lizard. No, we met. He wasn't driving big truck when I met him. We met through my old next door neighbors that I used to live with, and they introduced us together.
So, and the problem is?
No, I mean, I was just wondering, like, I know that you guys are dating younger women, too, and I was wondering if they get looked down at for dating you guys, like, if they're in it for the wrong reason or not.
I think everyone thinks there's ulterior motives at first.
These girls are in it. They're in it for the right reasons. O&A are rich, older gentlemen. You're dating an older trucker. I don't quite get that.
Exactly.
What's the use of dating an older trucker? What's he going to do for you?
Tammy,
Well, I mean,
I have absolutely no problems with my relationship. In the beginning, it was a little weird because it was like, what? But now it's, now it's beyond cool. Everyone's cool with it.
Plus, younger girls are less likely to immediately want to get married. They're a little cooler with hanging and checking things out. Like, whereas you meet somebody who's like, in the 30s, that's the first thing they're looking for is a life partner. Where somebody who's 22 is like, all right, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I know his family's still kind of not too happy about me being with them and everything else. But
really, that's weird. I think my family was accepted. They accepted it right off the bat. It was her family that was a little weird at first, but until they got to know me, that's all.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, it's been the best relationship I've been in. It's been, it's been wonderful. There's been, we just have so many similarities and everything else. And I just know that some people look at it like
Tammy's in love. Tammy's in love.
Yes, I am.
And
I have my big puggle eyes blinking up and down.
And you just wrecked our whole cougar conversation.
Our cougar conversation.
Yeah, but she's a woman who's falling in love. That's the difference. The young guys are not going to fall in love with the older. The women see beyond a little bit, and they're more likely to fall in love.
I really believe it's a double standard.
I think so.
It is, but it's just the way it is.
All right, Tammy. I don't know what to tell you. You sound like you're in love. Go with it.
I I mean, I just know that there's people that, that see us that don't know us, that look on the street and probably think that I'm like,
wow, you know what? You guys
some kind of hoozy or harlot or something,
The best advice I give you can't worry about what other people are thinking.
Yeah, all those people pointing and laughing, just ignore them.
Doesn't matter what you do in life, someone's going to have something stupid to say. You know?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Just go.
Yeah, and I mean that's what I always tell my husband too, is just fuck it. I mean, if they're not paying my bills, they're not fucking me at night. Fuck them.
Well, at least you have a good way of expressing yourself.
Yes, we like that. All right, Tammy.
All right, take care, gold digging whore.
No, it's not. We like
She
Tammy.
could be.
All right, I guess we should take a break.
That was very informative.
Tammy brought it right back to love.
Yeah, ruined it.
I know. We were having fun with the young guys banging the old broads. The old broth.
Oh, the old broth. That was very informative, though, because I knew nothing of the cougar.
And there's a reason for that. There's no need to know about it. There's no need to know that. And we're going to break?
Yeah, I was just thinking of something because it's almost on the same lines here. There's a story. We got to find it. There's an 83-year-old woman that had sex and raped an 11-year-old boy, I guess.
Stop it.
Horrible story, right? And it comes on the news. And
horrible.
And I turned to Lindsay, and my first question was not about how wrong it is. I'm like, man, she's 83 and she still has a sex drive.
Like that, like a sick, perverted, illegal sex drive.
And she looks at me like, what is wrong with you? And then I'm trying to explain, 11-year-old, you're just before puberty, and it's double standards, and it's a whole weird thing.
That situation
I got myself in so much trouble last night.
Completely sick on every level.
But the first thing I'm thinking is an 83-year-old woman with a sex drive. That's kind of weird.
Do you really think it's a sex drive?
You don't think it's weird that it's an 83-year-old woman with an 11-year-old boy? I'm like, oh yeah, that's sick too.
You got to think what you blurt out around your chick.
I know.
Like if there's a rape story, the first thing you shouldn't say is, "What the hell is she wearing?"
Yeah, what?
Yeah, you have to watch what you mumble when you sit with your girlfriend.
E-Rock's good.
No, he's not.
He's not good. He's lucky.
E-Rock is good. He found the story. Police arrest 83-year-old woman on child rape charges. This is out of Oregon. An elderly woman from the Dallas. What does that mean? D-A-L-L-E-S. Anybody?
Must be an area.
All right. Is accused of molesting an 11-year-old boy. District Attorney Eric Nisley says
Eric Nagel.
Eric Nisley or Nisley says 83-year-old Georgia Ordine.
Georgia.
Ordine. Georgie.
I don't believe it.
It's 83-year-old Georgie.
Georgie.
Middle name Audine, A-U-D-E-A-N.
Audine.
Bowie faces rape charges.
Oof. Audine Bowie. Audine Bowie.
The attorney calls the case bizarre. No shit. He says Bowie is charged with several counts of sexual abuse in at least 3 separate incidents. She is charged with rape in the first degree, unlawfully engaging in sexual intercourse. Excuse me. It's hard to read. With someone under 12 and 3 counts of sexual abuse and rape.
Should arrest the kid for being a slow runner. She's 83. How do you let that happen? You're 11. Take off.
Leave.
The boy's now 13 years old. Bowie was arrested February 3rd.
That is the least. Sex is the least that has to do with. Like that woman, it is not about sex with her. It wasn't about her going, I need to get off on that. There is some sick thing going on in that woman's head.
Or she's just such an older gal, no one will touch her, and she can't dominate anybody. And the only person she can dominate and make do it is someone like that. Like, she couldn't dominate an 18-year-old. So maybe it wasn't about sex and she's just desperate.
Or she thinks that if she gets youth in her, maybe through some kind of vampire thing, she will then attain the youth and suck the life out of him.
Let me just deal with this.
Literally sucks the life out of him. Yeah.
Well, why not? I mean,
I don't know.
Maybe she thought it was a sex drive, but her hip hurt. She's old. She doesn't know anymore. Oh, I'm so wet. Oh, no, I broke my back. She doesn't know anymore. She's an older gal.
Let's say hi to Kirsten in Colorado. Kirsten.
Kirsten.
Kirsten. Thank you, guys.
Kirsten.
Hi, Kirsten.
Kirsten.
Hi.
Listen.
Kirsten.
Hi, Kirsten. It's like Kristen, but it's not.
Hello, Kirsten.
Hi, Gerg.
That wasn't me.
Sorry, Aunt. Hey, listen. So anyway, I'm wondering, are these cougars in it for the relationship or just for the fuck?
For the fuck.
You got to think some of them are hoping, though, because come
Maybe
on.
they're hoping,
You're
but-
thinking they're hoping.
I think they're hoping.
They're hoping a younger guy will want to cart him around town, like, you know, like, oh, wow, this older lady is really hot. She's a saucy one.
Yeah, you know, one of those situations where the woman says, you know, I'd like you to, you know, meet my parents, and she takes you to the cemetery.
I think maybe they just like the wallet.
Hold on, Kirsten. Let me laugh.
Yeah, don't wreck a good laugh.
Okay, Kirsten.
I think maybe the guys maybe just like the wallet.
The wallet.
Wait, the guys like
wallet?
The guys like the wallet of what?
Of the woman, of the cougar.
Holy crap! You got this so wrong. We should take a poll. The guys are having sex with the cougars because they just want to get off.
They just want to get laid.
Because they just want to get laid.
There's a small portion of them that are, looking for love. The younger guy is looking for love in the older woman. The same thing, vice versa.
We're
but
generalizing.
the majority is just, you know.
Trust and believe. I look at young guys. I'm 40, and I'm all right.
cougar.
I'm all right for a 40-year-old woman, and I just want to just fuck them.
Wow. You are a wild cougar there in Colorado, aren't you? Claws are out.
Are you pretty?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, cool. Do you have children?
I have a 16-year-old son.
Ooh, okay, now we're talking. Oh, wait a minute.
And how old are the guys that you're banging?
Well, no, I'm not banging them. I just would really like to.
Well, are you married?
Why don't you?
Am I married?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm married.
Oh, okay.
But just because you're on...
Are you in shape?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But just because you're on a diet doesn't mean you can't look
Shape
at the
of
menu.
a pear,
and just
but
wanna,
it is
you know.
a shape.
Wait. She had a great analogy that Anthony stepped all over.
Wait, what?
Thanks, Aunt.
This is kind of a...
Hold on, Anthony stepped all over your analogy, and we like analogies on this program. I gotta tell you,
it's a funny one, actually, right?
All right.
What is it, sweetie? It's funny. Go ahead.
Just because you're on a diet doesn't mean you can't look at the menu.
Thank you for acknowledging that and making sure she said it again.
Oh, dear Lord.
Can't look at the menu just because you're on a diet.
That doesn't mean you can't look
I
at
gotta
the
hear
menu.
it.
Speaking of menu,
men used me last night.
I had 3 appetizers last night before the main course.
A Negro, an Asian, and a white man.
And they were all like jumbo shrimp.
And I was so hungry after the Asian.
Oh, hey, okay, still hungry. I was going to give you a coke.
But why would you look at the menu? Let's pick apart your analogy. Why would you look at the menu if you're not going to eat?
If you're on a diet, just to use her terms.
Right.
Yeah.
And just use my term. Well, you know, I kind of believe in the sanctity of marriage, and I work with a lot of hot guys. I work in a ski town in Colorado, and there's just tons of hot dudes, you know, and they like me because I'm the funny one, you know, and they know I'm older and they know I'm married. And
goer.
How long have you been married?
I've been married to this husband for 8 years.
Uh-oh.
Great. Oh, boy.
So he's raised the kid for 8 years.
Yeah.
Does he call him Dad or
Fred?
No.
No, so
Calls him Greg.
calls him Greg.
Is that the guy's name or just a name that he likes?
Wouldn't that be great to do to a stepfather?
His name is Pete. Just keep calling him Greg.
Just call him another name completely.
Just call me Waldo.
Let's call him by your real father's name.
Oh,
We'll call him a different name every day.
yeah, every day new name.
Lars?
Right.
What happened with that first marriage there,
It
Kirsten?
was just it was a marriage of convenience.
Really? What does that
Yeah. Well, it means that, you know, I got pregnant and we thought it was the right thing to do, and then we found out we just didn't like each other.
So it's never the right thing to do if you're not in love.
That's right.
Never.
mean? Why make 2 mistakes?
That's right.
That's what they say.
We'll stay together for the kids.
No, there's no reason to make 2 mistakes. You should actually just get a coat hanger and correct the first one.
No wire hangers.
Ever. I'm with you.
No, it was we tried to make it last for 3 years, and then we just kind of looked at each other and went, nah. Let's just split amicably. And
You know you're going to be having sex with these younger guys sooner than later, right?
Yeah.
oh, well, let's hope so. I mean, no.
No?
Nah, she'll figure out something.
You will.
She's going to figure out something.
Why shop if you have no money in the purse?
Exactly.
Well, very good analogy.
Right?
Well, absolutely.
That's right.
And
Why go up the ski lift if you don't have the skis?
Right.
That's right.
Thank you.
Why buy a hat if your prostate is swollen?
That's right. We love analogies on this show.
And
we need more analogies on this program.
More.
Please
That's
help us
right.
out.
Well, can I just let you guys know that I am so got the virus for you guys that I listen to you on my television and then get in my car and drive to work.
Oh, yeah, we forgot
TV.
about the DirecTV deal.
The DirecTV deal. So, you know, instead of...
It's during CSI. She hears us.
Kirsten.
No, it's at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Kirsten, I got to ask you, what do you like about the program that you're so hooked and, you're part of this whole O&A virus thing?
Well, you...
Oh, no.
Dude, I was listening to that yesterday.
Didn't.
I was riding around.
How painful.
It was, I'm thinking everyone that calls and asks a question, it was so obvious to me, maybe because I see your finger, but it's like, you're like, so, wait. So, it was,
question?
Tell us a little something about yourself.
Well, when I would...
That was really funny.
Awful.
Let's go to Frankie in New York. Frankie.
Hey, man, Sunshine, what's going on?
Hey, Frankie.
Hi.
I work the door at a bar in Manhattan, and Friday nights are definitely the most dangerous nights for cougar attacks.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You get the after-work crowd. You get a few who are hanging on a little too long, drinking a little too much, and... Next thing you know, you get the 11 o'clock rush, and
they got their mom jeans on, but they pull them down a little bit to try to look a little sexy.
Yeah, a little sexy.
Oh yeah, and they walk out.
And they got makeup on to cover up a world of hurt.
Big puffy bloomers coming out of the top of their jeans, like the girls like to have their thongs sticking out a little bit.
And they walk out for a cigarette and looking for the guy who they were just buying drinks for, and
they're smoking a Moore cigarette, like Kojak used to smoke, a nice long brown Moore.
Oh,
more.
Vagina Slims.
A lot of them too. Vagina Slims. A lot of them too have tats that they got when they were in their 20s, and they just are awful now.
Yeah.
They're nothing worse than the old broad with like the back tat.
Yeah. It was a good idea at the time. It was a little cute butterfly, but now it looks like a bat.
Great idea, yeah. Now it's a vulture.
When she was young. Oh, this was relevant when I was a kid. It's a tap-dancing Sambo, waving and holding his hat.
Every old broad with the yin-yang, you ever see the yin-yang symbol on there? Now it looks like the head of Scream, the painting Scream. It's just kind of bent and distorted.
Frankie.
Horrid.
Yeah,
so you see him going
Friday night, you'll have one that walks out and goes, "Did you see it, guys, about this tall blonde?"
Oh, they're trying to look for him?
Oh, yeah.
They got ditched. Use your fucking hunting sense, cougar. Go find him. Track him down.
Because his wingman just pointed out to him that she's really like 80 years old and friggin' skanky. And the guy's gone.
That's great.
He's gone.
We were going to try to take a break, but now the phones are getting good again. Thanks, Frankie.
Hey, have a good one, boys.
I remember in Wildwood, New Jersey, and I'm not a huge fan of the older gals. Once in a while you meet one.
Yeah.
There was one, and I'm not exaggerating, she had 2 teeth. She was... Maybe she was a 1. How do you know? Honest to God.
Just because she was living slightly?
Only because there was oxygen flowing through her did she achieve a 1.
A 1.
I was so horned up and desperate in Wildwood, I could meet no one.
Wow.
And I actually went to her room.
Oh, my God.
And I was knocking on the outside
What is wrong
window.
with you?
Dude, I was desperate. Her friend comes to the door, girlfriend, and gets her up, and she's like, I'm too tired. And she went back to bed.
She blew you off.
I was like 26. She was a 1 with 2 teeth. She wasn't fat.
Wow.
What an abomination.
Your approach must have been great.
Yeah, it was just standing out there all dull-eyed and desperate.
Let's
please, cougar.
Let's say hi to Wildcat.
I'm tired.
Wildcat from West Virginia.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, man.
What's up, Wildcat?
Yeah, I was 22. We were all, 3 of us went out to a bar. They're like, "Hey, we picked up a couple chicks. We need you to take one for the team." I'm like, fuck. Well, got to look, and 41-year-old broad, she was a cougar. She's in it for the fuck. I was like, sure, I'll jump on their grenade. Yeah, I went to the place. We all reconvened there at the end of the day, or at the end of the morning. Woke up. I asked them, well, how'd you guys do? I was the only one that got lucky. The other 2 ditched them.
Took one for the team, did you? Good man.
On the grenade,
Good man.
Punching out.
All right, man.
All right, thank you.
Cougar.
That's great.
This guy, why I love cougars.
Yeah, let's go to Lee in Virginia. Lee?
Hey, man.
Oh, yeah, it's Cleaver. Cleaver, man.
Cleaver.
What's up, boys? Yeah, well, I'm just here to explain to you why we going for these older girls, and the younger girls don't want to do the fun things. I'm 23, and I go for the women, between 40 and 60. And I'll tell you what, my favorite thing is the young girl can't give me, and that's a gumma hummer. Understand? Take the teeth out, baby, and get down and dirty. You know what I'm saying? That's for the real older girls, but the gumma hummers, and if you wake up with the young girl, she's all bitchy and she don't want to get nasty. But the old girl, she gonna give me a little wake and shake, understand? And that they gonna do things, lick your a-hole, maybe suck a dick, put your thumb in the a-hole, shit like that. That's the difference between them cougars and the young girl, man. Yeah, boy, hello?
Now, Bobby, let him tell you about the cougars.
That's cool. Well, I just tell you, it's not for everybody, but
yeah,
it's a fun ride.
All right, Lee. Thank you. It was a pleasure talking to you today.
That was fantastic.
Well, he brings up, I don't know what he brings up.
Yes, brings up stomach bile.
That was awful.
That wingman story reminded me of a Stephen Lynch song. We'll play it as we go to break. Stephen Lynch is on Broadway doing The Wedding Singer, right?
Apparently in rehearsals.
God, I saw a huge billboard for the thing.
He's playing Adam Sandler's part from the movie. They're doing a Broadway musical based on The Wedding Singer. And, Stephen's on Broadway, man.
We knew him when.
You think we'll ever get him as a guest?
No.
Once they make Broadway?
I was thinking about it the other day, like...
it's over, Johnny.
Jon Stewart is hosting the Oscars. He used to do our show.
And
now it's like, wow, he's doing the Oscars.
Jon Stewart came in, sat down, hung out, talked about shit with us.
Loves the radio program.
Yeah, and now hosting the Oscars.
Pretty damn cool.
When John and I did Tough Crowd together, we had a good time.
That's right, sure. All our brushes with greatness, and just gotta kind of...
We languish in mediocrity.
Sit here.
We'll go on to bigger things.
Every day thinking the phone's going to ring.
Yeah,
we're going to get that big break in showbiz.
It does ring, and it's Ben, Steve, or this silch. And by the way, maybe when we get back, I'm not going to give it away right now.
What?
Dee-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Someone's getting married?
That isn't the wedding march.
Bob Kelly's getting married.
That isn't the wedding march.
If he is, it's hopefully to a dietitian.
Wait, what am I...
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, happy birthday?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
No, the way we sing it in my household is... No, it's not.
That's wedding.
Oh, did I do wedding?
No, I just did.
Okay. Wait, do it again.
La 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 la.
Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you.
Happy final birthday.
Yeah, that's good.
I like it. We sing it like they do at Bennigan's. Like my parents would get around the table, little happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I want to take that fajita fucking pan and brand them with it in the face.
The best part is... But it's not my birthday. Yeah, I know. That's why we did it, because it's funny.
A joke. You went when you went to the bathroom. We called her over and put the gun away. Fucking friends.
Yeah, you're the only one.
Stop it.
You're clever. You're the only one.
That's smart. Oh, they're coming over this way. I wonder. And you start looking around. Hey, whose birthday could it possibly be? They're coming to this table.
A bunch of people with little black smocks and shiny buttons.
Oh,
shiny buttons and hats with lights on them.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Get the fuck away from me.
That's what I say when they're singing happy birthday.
Can we go to song?
Get the fuck away from me.
No.
Can we go
sing
to
for
song?
a second? This is what I say. It's my birthday. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You sing.
You sing.
Die.
Will you play this fucking
grouch.
thing? I gotta take a leak.
Just come and live.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony program on XM Satellite Radio. The virus growing every single day. Yep. And we couldn't be happier. Let's say hi to Chris in D.C. Chris, what's up?
Hey, man, just calling to plug Billy Bird's performance this night at Improv in D.C. He's going to be down there on Connecticut Avenue tonight, tomorrow night, Saturday night, Sunday night. Friday night, I know, is sold out. The D.C. Improv, so I want to make sure that the D.C. loyals show up and support Billy because they don't want to fucking stand there by himself, you know?
Way to look out for Bill Burr.
Billy canceled.
And
no, he didn't.
He'll be there. He's a really funny stand-up, man. So if you're in D.C., go see him. He really is a funny comic.
All right. Anything else, Chris?
No, I just wanted to apologize to Steve that I didn't have the phone number to the Improv.
That's okay.
All right, see you. Bye.
People will definitely check out Bill Burr tonight at the Improv. All right.
D.C.
It's E-Rock's birthday?
I wanted to... Well, where is that dope?
It is... See, that I didn't know. We don't know much about each other around here.
Happy birthday, E-Rock.
Thank you. Can we sing to him?
No.
Happy birthday to you. Sing, Anthony. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear soon-to-be fired.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you.
Are you one? Are you two?
And many...
Three.
And at least one more.
You now? How old are you?
E-Rock, how old are you?
28.
28.
28?
28.
What did you want for your birthday?
3 years away.
Nothing.
Besides blood that flows faster than a turtle. Stupid clogged arteries. Stop eating mayo. Sucking mayo out of a toothpaste tube.
I'm sure glad that your parents are helping you out. There's so much lard and cream cheese out there. It's like
his parents are fed up with him. They're like, just give him anything bad.
Is that what is out there? Your parents brought you some goodies?
The parents sent up the bagels and stuff.
Nice.
And it's all like cream cheese and
yeah.
butter.
That's what our Eric likes.
That's right.
That's what our Eric likes. He likes jelly donuts, but we take out the jelly and we put in mayonnaise. Mayonnaise and animal fat. That's what he likes.
That's what my little boy wants.
My little boy likes Twix bars, but he likes instead chicken gizzards covered with chocolate. That's what my boy enjoys.
That's what he's going to get.
That's what he's getting.
Because it's his birthday.
A pork chop on a lollipop stick.
Happy birthday, sweetie. Did you get any presents?
No.
What'd you get?
Not.
Nothing? You don't get anything for your birthday?
Maybe it's waiting
What are
for
you,
you when
religious?
you get home. Maybe you got a little FedEx package waiting for you at home.
I'll bet mother and father bought you something.
I haven't seen it yet.
Hopefully
a Van Heusen sweater?
Well, hopefully it's a shirt. Hopefully they bought you something that wasn't stolen from a tour. Oh, that was a good one, too.
Oh, boy.
What was it? I want to hear now.
Hopefully something that wasn't stolen from a tall 4-year-old.
Oh, okay.
Child clothing you wear.
Nice. Those are little kid clothes.
Yeah, where's the feety pajama bottoms that go with that stupid?
Leave him alone. It's his birthday.
Stupid PJ shirt. It was the night before Christmas. Despise the stripes on your stupid shirt. I wouldn't mind the shirt if it wasn't for the color and the stripes. Like I like the way the sleeves are attached to the shoulders. That I dig.
Let's talk about American Idol for just a couple minutes.
I just want to know if Eric's shirt came with knee-high socks. Did it come with knee-high socks? A pair of knickers, perhaps?
Knickers.
Maybe a teddy bear?
Not that bad.
It's awful. Came with a teddy bear and a butt plug.
Let's talk about American Idol for just a couple minutes.
I wish I saw it. I DVR'd it and haven't even looked at it yet, so I'm going to have to look before tonight because tonight is the big vote-off.
Yeah.
Where they vote people off the show.
Yeah.
And I missed last night.
Well, you'll have to, watch on the DVR.
Usual
tonight.
Suspects, good.
I gotta
Usual
tell you,
bad. What's going on?
The last 2 nights of American Idol, very, very boring.
Really?
Very boring. There's
lackluster.
only one standout guy. Remember I told you that Paris was going to win it all, the little black chick?
Yeah.
No fucking way. They're going to give it to a rock dude, and his name's Chris Daugherty.
Well, the guy's really good.
This guy is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
He could be in any alt-rock band right now.
Yeah. Got the look. He's got the voice.
They even said that he could be on the radio right now. He's got an unbelievable recording voice, and he blew everyone out of the water yesterday.
What did he sing? I missed it.
He sang that Fuel song.
Yeah.
You'll recognize I got a little piece here.
Oh,
for
goody.
you. Just a little piece. Listen
Chris
to this.
Daugherty?
Chris Daugherty. Listen to this guy's voice.
Memories are just where you lay them, dragging waters till the depths give up their dead. What did you expect to find? Was it something you left behind? Don't you remember anything I said when I said, don't far away and leave me to myself. Don't far away and leave love beating in my hands again. Leave love beating in my hands, love lies bleeding. I wanted you turned away. You don't remember, but I do. You never even tried. Don't fly away. Leave love beating in my hands
You got to give it to this guy.
I acknowledge he's a very good singer. I don't like the alt rock vibe voice. It's just not my thing, but he's good. Like the Eddie Vedder.
He's the best singer they have on the show, range wise and everything. Even if you don't like the style of his voice,
yeah, he's good.
Technically, the guy is the best singer, and he does have he's getting his personality down because that was a little bit of an issue at the beginning.
And I think they like to mix it up with American Idol, and I think they're ready to finally vote a rock dude.
A rock dude.
They've done the country girl and the pop star and the gay guy
And the big fatso.
the big
fat black
I
guy.
mean, I think it's time just to get the rock dude voted American.
Yeah.
Best. I really do.
And they can start a big band together, all the winners and second place people.
Oh yeah,
That's my dream.
they do that. They take the top 12 out on tour.
Ew.
And they go to different venues, and it's the people from American Idol.
Well, Kelly Clarkson won Grammys, right? I mean, she's really, she can really sing.
She did well.
She was a ringer, though.
She did well for herself.
Because she was so close to getting a huge record deal before she even did the show.
Oh, she was.
They knew all about her before. She was kind of a ringer. But this is what the judges had to say about Chris Daugherty last night.
Yo, man, I loved it. You know why? You are right where you're supposed to be, singing the right song that could be on the radio by you right now. It's the right song choice, all of this song choice, whatever. You know who you are. It's you. I just left the studio I work in L.A., Audio Slave and Incubus in there working. You can be right on the charts with them right now, dude. Yeah!
I like Randy.
Randy's great.
Do you know how good you are?
Yes.
Only when you tell me.
Well, let me tell you. Boy, you are amazing.
Thank you so much.
You are amazing.
Woo! Same thing she said in her hands and knees to a radio excavation.
There are magic moments on that stage of American Idol, and you've hit one of your many to come magic moments.
Wow.
Uh-oh, Simon now.
Caustic one.
Chris. Yeah, okay. There have been a lot of compliments tonight to a lot of artists. However, this was the only performance, remember this, guys, which stands up in the real world. It was the only credible, good, real performance I saw tonight. And tonight, you are the standard every one of these guys should be looking towards, because it was in a different class.
Yeah, hot one. He's a hot one.
It was unbelievable.
Jeez, they kissed his ass and everything.
Yeah, and that was the only one that Simon had a positive comment about.
Really? All the rest of them are just kind of...
Yeah. And that was the only thing worth playing in the last 2 days of American Idol. All the other ones were like, this is kind of good.
Oh, good, I can fast forward through everything.
Pretty much.
What's it down to? How many people?
They got, 10 on each? 10,
yeah, I think
10
so.
guys, 10 girls?
Yeah, and they're getting rid of 2 guys and 2 girls
Wait,
tomorrow.
there's still 20 people left?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's just begun.
Oh.
It's just begun.
They get rid of 4 people, though, tomorrow.
2 guys, 2 girls?
Yeah.
Why do they do it by gender? If it's, I'm not sure why do they do that.
I think so. They have by the end mix of guys and girls.
Well,
so
then I don't know because I've never seen the show this far. Then don't they make it into one group?
Yeah, then they make it into one group.
It doesn't matter if they're voting, they can vote 2 girls off 1 week. Oh, okay.
But at this point,
they
want to keep
it's just like because there's the obvious dead weight, so it doesn't matter. So it's like, all right, it's time to get rid of these 2 and those 2.
And they don't want at this point to just have all guys or all girls. You're pretty much eliminating some
I want
to
get Simon on the
ratings.
show so bad because I did not want to like this guy because I never saw American Idol, to this point.
Yeah.
And I just heard all the stories that he's just purposely an ass and all that. But he's so accurate with what he's saying.
Yeah, the guy knows his shit.
And then him and Ryan Seacrest go at it because I guess the producers of the show told Ryan, you stand tough and
you go at him
and you give it back to Simon,
fella.
And Simon's making him look stupid, man.
Yeah,
just stupid.
No one cares about Ryan Seacrest.
And then
yes, they do.
And then you got Randy and Paula. Randy and Paula pretty much kissing everyone's asses, and then Simon tells it like it is, and then they start beating him up like, oh my God, come on, dog. But it's obvious.
Come on.
It's obvious in the end. There's only like a few people that are involved with this competition that have any chance of winning the whole thing. So why are you sugarcoating it?
Did you find it ironic that Randy Jackson is doing Oreo cookie commercials? I did. Saw that yesterday. It's like that's fitting.
Why? Because he lost weight?
Yeah. Like, if someone's eating a lot of Oreos, you would think they would gain weight.
Less fat.
Right. Okay, maybe that's it.
Is that where Al Roker comes in and says, they're my favorite too, Randy?
Give me my coffee. Thank you.
Yes, Jimmy. That's when he comes.
I want Al Roker with that stupid cowboy hat he wears to come on in like a Jimmy Durante and go, they're my favorite cookies too, ra-cha-cha.
Ra-cha-cha-cha.
Hey, Chris actually it's Richard in Missouri who wants to talk about Chris. Richard.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
What's up, man?
I fucking hate that Chris guy, Opie.
Really?
He's like that 5th generation Eddie Vedder, Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
He's like every awful guy, bland rocker on the radio.
No, you know what? I've heard real bad versions of those guys. You got to understand, too, this guy's doing that live. I'd like to see a lot of these guys that put records out with that same similar type, style, voice or singing to actually pull that shit off live like that.
Yeah,
that's why the guy is he's very talented, even though, his voice is a little common in music today.
Alt rock.
But he does it very well. What are you gonna say?
Yeah,
well, you could flip on Squiz and hear like 10 of those dudes in the next half hour.
But here's the deal. Do you like that genre in general or no? That genre of music?
I think I'm with you, Opie. I like the earlier stuff. These guys now are just doing Kurt and Eddie all
But you
over.
know what he's saying is,
you're
the
right
guy has
about
a good
that.
voice. I don't like what he's saying. I don't like that vibe, but I mean, he can sing.
No, it's amazing. You go to Squiz and Ethel, you hear so many young bands that are just doing Kurt Cobain now. It's unbelievable. Because it was all these kids that were like, 12 when Kurt killed himself. They're now, they have their own bands 10 years later, 11, 12 years later. There's so many bands that sound like Nirvana.
Is it Pearl Jam or Nirvana?
No, Nirvana
You're
all the
going for
way.
it,
Yeah, definitely more Nirvana than Pearl Jam.
See, I hear a lot of them that sound
I hear a lot of
better
those.
singing.
Really?
Woe is me, suburban her.
Yeah, I grew up poor, but I was a happy.
Love me.
I can't even argue. I used to be the biggest Pearl Jam fan. And
I always hated Eddie Vedder.
I liked them when they first came.
I realized I liked 3 songs.
I still like listening to their old stuff.
That's it. I realized I liked 3 Pearl Jam songs. Like, wow, I'm a Pearl Jam fan, and then it's like, no, I just liked their 3 big hits.
Yeah,
that was it. And now, I'm at a loss to remember them.
I just don't
ever long, ever clear, ever green, ever.
What?
What song is that?
Which one?
What is it there, Hawk?
Everyone with Foo Fighters.
Oh, no.
What song are you talking about?
Isn't there an Ever song from Pearl Jam?
Even Flow.
Oh, Even Flow. Ever Flow. Yeah, this is like huge. Huge hit.
I hate this song.
Come on, this is good. Let's listen to Eddie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Jack Gordon? Where'd you? 14.
It's fun to sing like Eddie.
Would you fuck me? Yeah. Where's fuck me? And fuck me too. Put the lotion in my basket. Mrs. Whitman left her card. I'll get it for you.
Hey, that was fun. I was harmonizing with Ed.
That was great.
That was fun. We gotta harmonize more often.
Eddie Vedder is a jizzbag. He should be singing Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves with that faggoty Cher voice. Makes me sick. He always stunk.
I'll be Jerry Cantrell, and you'll be a good old Lane.
Oh, see, that was another one. That was one of the best bands ever. Great. Oh, the Rooster.
I actually like Lane Staley's voice better than Kurt Cobain.
What did he sing?
Lane,
oh my God,
great. Come on now.
What did he sing?
Stop it.
Tell me.
And Alice in Chains getting back
Give
together.
us a hit.
Without the
yeah,
Lane.
Without Lane. Now, he had a very unique singing voice, but it could be compared to that whole time frame.
I think Axl Rose has one of the best rock voices.
Oh, stop it. Affected shit.
But he has a great voice.
More affected shit
that
he could never really pull off live.
CDs, sir.
He could not pull off live.
I like Axl. Oh, maybe not. But
Lane Staley on that MTV Unplugged, when they went through this, magic.
I can't hear him singing. It's quiet.
Okay, first you gotta get the ooze out of the way. Let the chicken sing this part. There we go.
You almost got it.
See, it's the Rooster.
Ain't found a way to tell me yet.
See, this is great shit. Right, Jimmy?
Seems every path leads me to know.
Obviously, he can sing really well, but I'm not my style.
Really I'll wait till he kicks it in.
Yeah.
He comes in, oof. This is another guy, power and range.
Very underrated, by the way, this band, unfortunately. They had their success, yes, and they had their hits, but they were overshadowed by a bunch of the other bands that came out at the time.
Listen to that shit.
Somewhere would you snuff the gum? James gum. Would you? Yeah, here come the rooster.
Some of the best harmonies
Right here,
of the
listen
90s.
to this, right here.
Make you want to kill somebody, this music. I love it.
That's a great voice right there. All right.
Yeah.
Great
I just
stuff.
don't. I wish I liked alternative rock better. He's actually good. I don't.
I'll give you a list of Alice in Chains songs you should at least check out before you decide they suck. Or not suck, or before you decide you're not into
Some
them.
bands I think suck, and some bands I know are good.
His voice grows on you, and I can't get enough of Alice in Chains.
I like it except for this part.
Someone suggesting James Gum karaoke night, where we just do songs of artists that sound like James Gum.
And you have to spin and drop business cards. Great big fat person. The best question ever asked, by the way. I don't know if I've ever pointed that out. It's the best question ever asked anywhere. Wait a minute. Was she a great big fat person? Everybody wants to ask that question at least twice a day.
It's the best description you can give. Why not use it?
You got a call from a girl. Wait a minute. Was she a great big fat person?
Yes.
Hey, by the way, speaking of karaoke, late night karaoke is on at F.H. Riley's.
Game on.
What time's late night, sweetie? Because I might go.
Man, you know, my brother's trying to run a restaurant, so we're gonna get the food out of the way and then get the tables out of there. Because now people are calling my brother up and they're kind of harassing him because they're like, we want to reserve a table for the whole night. It's a small place. We're getting rid of all the tables. So.
Guys.
So you go in there, you eat, and then hopefully late night karaoke starts around 11:30.
You don't do that.
F.H. Riley's 400 New York Avenue. We're all going to go, right, this Saturday night?
I might be working.
Well, all right. Well,
I might stop in if it's late, though.
It's going to be late. It's late night karaoke.
But I might go in there. I have a song I want to sing.
You do you?
Yes.
What song?
What are you going to sing?
Something by the Bangles.
Yeah?
Someone has lost all respect for little Jimmy Norton. John in Long Beach.
Hey, Jimmy.
Long Beach, California?
Long Beach all around.
Okay.
Hey, Jimmy, you put Pearl Jam up against Ozzy any day, Pearl Jam wins.
Yeah, do they?
Yeah.
There it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got me. I'm not too sure what to say. I mean, yeah, they're just a hot band for, since 1968? Pearl Jam, I mean?
Well, Pearl Jam's still doing it.
They're terrific.
They are.
They're still doing it. I would rather listen to Pearl Jam than Ozzy. I'm not trying to get under your skin.
No, dude, that's fine.
There are too many. Can't find a better man. Can't find a better man. That song, when it came on, click, click. And that other one, the old lady in a fucking restaurant in a car with the title was 8 feet long.
Elderly woman behind the counter in a small town.
Oh, is that a horrid,
he's a pompous,
presumptuous
self-serving asshole
with that fucking title.
I could give you 50 Sabbath beats or 50 tempos.
Give me elderly woman behind the counter in a small town.
Anything
please.
Pearl Jam did.
Right. Derek hit it.
E-Rock hit it.
E-Rock hit it.
Somebody.
I see it, recognize the face.
Yeah, this is great.
Haunting familiar, I can't seem to place it. Can I find a candle?
Just droning.
Just a pompous self.
Shut up, the best part of the song's coming.
Why, the end?
Sucks. When he goes, my God, it's been so long. Come on, baby.
All these changes take. I wish I'd seen the place, but no one's ever taken me. Hearts and thoughts.
Could you help me with this thing? Put it in the van. There's a moth flying around in my dark room.
He just wants to scream hello. Here it comes.
I swear I recognize
Frederica Bimmel's face. All cut, diamonds in her back, and wear down because she lives near me.
There it is, there it is. No, damn it. I haven't heard the song in a while.
I'm not my father. It's
Put the fucking lotion in the basket. 8 fucking minutes into the song.
There you go. There you go. Come on. Come on, Eddie. There we go, Eddie.
Perhaps that's what no one wants to see.
You gotta go through the chorus.
I just wanna scream. Hello.
It's horrible.
My God, it's been so long. Never dreamed but now here you are, and here I am. Hearts and thoughts, they fade.
Wow, this just blows Sabbath away. This is great.
This is the most boring
I like this song.
You have a national acrobat in this stupid computer?
And then he's got to do this 800 times.
Oh, he's awful.
800 times.
Sounds like an American Indian folk singer.
It's a boring song.
He's singing this around a fire, trying to get range for the planes. Stinks.
Are we doing this to get listeners playing songs and singing along with them? Because David Lee Roth gave it a whirl. And I don't think that worked for him, so.
All right, let's go to Tom in Ohio. Tom.
Morning, fellas. How you doing?
All right, we're going to try to move on from this.
I had a better song. All right.
No, you don't.
I did so.
No, you
that
don't.
Idiot made a comparison. I didn't like it.
Let's go, Tom.
Hey, I just wanted to agree with you. Alice in Chains, one of the best bands ever. I'd say Jar of Flies is one of the best albums I've ever heard in my life.
I can't get enough of Alice in Chains. I think at this point in my life, I like Alice in Chains more than Nirvana.
One of the best bands out of the era.
And just how
I also like
and just how he
Soundgarden.
died. No one cared because he just shut off everybody.
Yeah.
And they found him like 3 weeks later. Crazy. Dude, Pearl Jam! Barry in Minnesota.
Yeah, that's right. With your army coat with your sleeves rolled up.
Hey, you guys missed the obvious. Isn't Paula a cougar?
Yeah, Paula Abdul is a cougar, to bring it back around.
Yeah.
She really is. Hey, by the way, there is one other performance that's worth playing, because Anthony can't get enough of the crooner.
Oh, right. I didn't watch it last night. Is he,
Remember last week? Crazy little thing called love.
Crazy little thing called love. This thing called love. I can't handle it. This thing. Every year now, the crooner makes it through. Somehow. And I watch him during the preliminaries, and they always vote him in. They did it the year before. This year, they got a crooner. What the fuck is a kid who looks like he's 20 years old doing a musical style? Yeah, he looks like he's 16.
I think he's still in high school.
Is he? Doing a musical style from like the 40s. Crazy little thing called love. That's going to work well when he's got to do the rock songs. Really well. He's horrid, but we don't know if he made it through until tonight. Did he do well? What did they say about him?
I honestly think he's on the fence. I think he's done.
Yeah. Hey, they're gone to snuff the rooster. Oh, yes, they did. Yeah, here comes the rooster. Come on, Dino, join me.
You want to hear the crooner?
Let me hear the crooner.
Just a piece.
Is he singing?
Someday,
horrid.
when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight.
Talking about his mommy when she tucks him in.
With each word yours, tearing my fears.
What year is this? This is for American Idol, you tool.
And that laugh.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be wearing a toupee if you're singing this style?
Absolutely.
Get a Holiday Inn with a velvet jacket. Put on a velvet jacket, kid.
He goes accosted in the parking lot.
It's Murph in the Murph tone.
Da-da-do.
All right, enough.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Ramada Inn. Unbelievably dated and awful singing style that should just be done away with.
I just had a funny line.
Oh?
Yeah?
Wait till you hear this. Say that again.
Which line?
Whatever about what you thought about this.
Oh, it's an awful, horrible singing style that's dated and should be done away with.
Why don't you tell us how you really feel?
That's good.
Just wanted to throw that in there. It's rare you get a chance to use a gem like that.
I'm going to use it. He's like Frank Sinatra on Quaaludes. Because someone on something
on crack
is always funny.
He's like Sinatra from hell.
Oh, that's a good one, too. What's this? It's actually Opie playing the piano. Not even a clip.
That's angry typing guy on the piano.
Why are you guys? Hey. Wow, I'm getting jazzed up.
It's Richard Cheese.
Oh, is it? Dick Cheese?
Welcome to the jungle.
See, this type of singing style is a joke.
to the jungle. We've got fun and games. We got everything you want, honey. We know the names. We are the people that can find whatever you may need.
This is no different than the crooner on American Idol when he's got to do updated songs. Yeah.
Jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Watch it bring you to your knees. I wanna watch you bleed.
That was awful. More Piani? Fun to try to figure out what the song is first.
Sitting at home with my dick on hard, so I got the black book for a freak to call. Picked up the telephone and dialed the 7 digits, said, yo, this RC baby, are you down with it? I arrived at her house, knocked on the door, not having no idea what the night had in store. I'm like a dog in heat, a freak without warning. I have an appetite for sex, 'cause me so horny.
Oh, me so horny. Oh, me so horny. Oh, me so horny. Oh, me so horny.
Girls are...
All right, whatever.
The great Richard Cheese.
Yeah, he is good. Well, he knows it's a goof.
It's a joke. That guy, that kid, has no other singing style. He can't possibly. They go into theme nights. You probably haven't seen this, Hope, because you haven't watched American Idol enough. But when they whittle down the crew a little more, they'll give them theme nights. I remember maybe last year or something, Barry Manilow comes in as a guest judge, and he'll sit there, and they will do only Barry Manilow songs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a
Hall & Oates
grabber.
Comes in, and they do Hall & Oates songs. Ugh. And the crooner just, what the?
Yeah, what is he going to do?
At the Copa. That would kind of fit, wouldn't it?
Be perfect.
Copacabana.
Your kiss is on my lips.
On my lips, because your kiss. I have to say your kiss.
Should have started a thread about that. Jim shouldn't sing.
No,
boy.
You should sing.
No, not
you
if it's
have a
in
very
a thread.
good singing voice.
Thank you. People have been telling me that.
Yeah, I like your singing
lying.
voice. Give him a little of your singing voice.
Wait till a song hits me. I don't.
Are
just
you
sing
really
on
coming
cue.
down to karaoke night?
I might. If I got to do shows though.
Fuck the shows.
I can't.
Hang out with your
later.
pals for once.
But it's
I love my
later.
pals. I know.
And it's out on Long Island.
Yeah.
I know. I'll have to
You
get
never get out to Long Island.
Maybe I'll zip on out there.
You're not going to zip.
Oh, yes, he can zip. He won't even get lost. Beep, beep, beep. Take me there.
That's right. Hands off. Put them behind my head. Relax.
I am so proud of you.
You really got a new car?
Oh, yeah.
That's fantastic.
I got to buy something.
Dude.
You're buying a house. He's buying a new car.
I'm giving my Saptrin to my sister.
You're giving it away.
I only got $34,000. I give it to my sister. Sure.
Wow.
I think I'm going to
She is on the seats and all.
Yes.
Yeah, no shit.
Tracy, listen, if you're driving through certain areas and what appears to be men in wigs are yelling, "Hi, Jim!" it's a lucky guess.
You're such a great brother.
They tinted my
Giving that
windows.
car to your sister.
They didn't put dark tint on it. It's like a light legal tint.
On where? On the new one?
Yeah. Do you have legal tint on yours or no?
Mine's legal tint. It's a little darker in the back. It's where I have my gun drops. I keep that in there so when the cops pull me over, I could drop it. You know, it's called a drop. You know,
Yeah,
you
I
put
got
it there and
I'm with
keeps
you.
the.
I'm down with that.
Keeps the Joe Law off my ass when I'm slinging my gat out the window for a few drive-bys. You know how we go to war in radio and people get shot.
What is a gun drop? I don't know what that means.
Don't see a drop.
I want to know because I'm thinking it's like a gun drop.
All the hip hop guys got
You're
them in
not
their
responsible
SUVs.
enough to know what that is, Jimmy.
I am, Opie.
No, you're not.
Little trap doors, hatches, and secret compartments in their car where you have to do things like pull out the ashtray, press on the down window thing. You got to do like 3 or 4 different things, and it's secret. The hatch pops open. You put your gun in there, so that way when the popo come rolling up on you, you're not getting busted.
I always wondered why they
gun.
didn't have those things. Like I used to be in
They
my car.
do have them.
And I would think, like, why don't you put something where you have to put on a certain radio station and push this button to get it to?
And a Mexican comes out of your dashboard once you cross the border.
No, you turn a radio station on and you push a button and then like just music blares out at you.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like it.
Secret.
It's a secret.
Guys.
Yes.
We have a brand new Shark attack.
What? Slow news?
Slow news day.
Slow news day.
Well, a girl who used to live in New Jersey is talking about being attacked by a shark. Nikki Raleigh moved to Hawaii about a year ago. She is 15 years old. Nikki was standing in the water with her boyfriend on Monday, just knee-deep, when a shark took a chunk out of her leg. She thought that she was going to die.
I just feel that I'm...
She got bit in the ankle. She thought she was going to die.
She was in knee-deep water. You know how harrowing that can be?
It wasn't like she was surfing with 20-foot waves.
How big of a shark can get to you in knee-deep water?
It's Tom Hanks in Philadelphia shark.
I'm just saying, if you're in knee-deep water, how big of a shark can really get to you without beaching himself first, or you seeing it coming?
Yeah, right, exactly.
You could take a pretty painful bite. I'll give her that.
If you're stupid enough to watch this thing come at you and bite you in the ankle, and then it drags you out to the sea, guess what?
Yeah.
It's called thinning the herd.
Yeah.
You don't deserve to live.
If the shark is actually up on land going, psst, come here, I gotta ask you something.
She thought she was going to die, guys. Let's listen in.
I just feel that I'm really lucky and I have a purpose in life, but I'll figure it out sooner or later.
No, you
don't.
No, you don't.
I really didn't think that I was going to survive this.
Well, Nikki says that she will eventually venture back into the water, but will be extremely careful. Doctors say it'll take her about 8 months to recover.
How was she careless?
Like she was swimming across the channel.
How was she? How could you be more careful than standing in knee-deep water?
I know.
Put little swimmies on?
As far as going in the water, that's as careful as you could be.
It was very harrowing for me. How did you escape the shark? I took 2 steps backwards.
That's right.
And I was out of danger completely.
So, Eric, how did you get out? Well, I thought of Paula Abdul, and she would have taken 2 steps back.
She's going to be more
on dry land.
Oh, awful. How did you rescue yourself? I stepped out of the tub. Did you?
I love these people with their near-death experiences. Well, I guess God had a plan for me.
God had a plan for me. It's not going to be pantyhose model.
Maybe God had a plan for the shark, and he didn't want your retard genes perverting the fish gene pool.
The only reason you're alive is because the shark tasted you and decided it wasn't his cup of tea.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
He nipped her open.
There's no purpose in life for you.
It gave her a little nip.
No one has a purpose in life.
God had a plan.
Yeah, does he?
Like there was a shark coming and God went, bite her in the shallow water.
Yeah.
It's part of the plan. How?
Yeah, he had a plan for you, but he didn't have a plan for those thousands of people in New Orleans.
Right, or the tsunami victims. No plans for them.
No plans for the million people.
Sorry, not in my book.
Some ex-Jersey future stripper in Miami. God's got big plans for you. You'll be knocked up before you're 20.
Hawaii.
Wherever. It's got an E at the end, and there's a bunch of Hawaiian/Puerto Ricans. Same thing.
How many soldiers you think got off the beaches, onto the beaches of Normandy, made it through?
Right.
Made it through and went, God's got to have a purpose for me.
No.
And then like 3 days later got shot.
Or 30 years later.
Having done nothing.
30 years later, they're in a VFW hall just drinking and yelling racist shit at people and getting arrested. God had a plan for me.
There you go. That's even better.
They're single. They're looking at a stupid plywood wall with...
Yeah.
His Bible over his heart saved him. He got shot on the beach and fell down, pulled out his Bible, and there was that German slug lodged in the Bible. And he's like, God definitely has a plan for me. Fast forward. And the fucking colored are moving into our neighborhoods
right.
in record numbers, Artie. I don't know what we're going to do about it.
I told my wife, Beverly, just get the fuck out. I don't like to hit you, but I will.
My grandson's a faggot, and I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do about it.
I walked in, he had a wig on, and he was sucking another guy. Get me another drink. God had a plan for me.
There was the plan,
did he?
When he got shot. Yeah. Well, golly gee, I think God's got a plan for me.
The old-time voice.
Give me a lucky, because I sure was lucky today. My wife's a bitch. Fast forward.
We got to acknowledge something. Richie in Cleveland. Richie.
Right?
No, it's Pinchy.
All right. Oh, Pinchy, yeah,
Hi.
of course. What's up?
Hi.
Hey, you guys walked right over Ann's great line about her never being a pantyhose model.
Oh, well,
I'm sorry, what was I didn't hear that. What was that?
Well, it was her big God having a plan for her. And I said, obviously, it wasn't a pantyhose model.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I'm going to enjoy that in the replay.
You guys need to add that to the list.
We like when you guys make sure the lines get the credit they deserve. So.
Thank you.
Good
Thank you, Richie.
Well, I figured I had a gem go unnoticed yesterday, so it's somebody else.
Too late. No one called to tell us.
But I got a MySpace message from a gal.
You did?
I bet everyone would love to know.
Was she pretty?
Oh, she was purdy.
Purdy.
Let's say hi to Bobby Big Rigger.
We know Bobby.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, Bobby?
Do this shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Where they doing this American Idol deal here? Bedrock? This guy sounds like friggin' Stoney Curtis. This grown.
Stoney Curtis. Remember when Stoney Curtis was on the Flintstones? Stoney Curtis.
That's pretty good. The crooner does sound like that.
My favorite was Rock Quarry. You might remember me in Dr. Jekyll's Hyde. All right, I'm going to have to ask you to leave, Gus. Remember that? He was Gus Schultz. You ever into the Flintstones? You hated him?
Why did you hate the Flintstones?
It was, hey, Bonnie. Yeah, really? It's
that's the whole show.
That's the whole show.
What's wrong with you?
Let me tell you a little something.
Took a look at a fucking laugh track in a cartoon.
Probably my favorite cartoon growing
When
up.
Rock Quarry was sick of Holly Rock and drove through Bedrock and thought, this would be a nice place for me to settle down and forget about Holly Rock, and went under the name Gus Schultz, and then fell in with Fred and Barney, went bowling, shot pool with them, and wanted to be just like a regular guy.
He was fitting in, Anthony.
He was fitting in, everything was cool, and then he was like, I miss Holly Rock, my fans, the adulation. And he decided to tell Fred and Barney that he was really Rock Quarry, big Hollywood star. So he sits him down and goes, I'm Rock Quarry, and they all start laughing at him and goofing on him. And hey, Gus, that's a funny joke. And then he goes, but I am Rock Quarry, I am. And he starts doing scenes from his movies. He goes, you might remember me from the fight out at the OK Rock Corral. And then he starts acting it, pow, 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 and they all laugh at him. He gets so pissed, he walks up to Fred and punches him in the face. It was hysterical. It's a cartoon. The guy gets angry and punches the star of the cartoon in the face.
Oh, that's cool. You sure that they laughed, or was it the laugh track they had on that awful show? Give me Bugs Bunny.
Do you think they had a cartoon audience?
Yes.
They needed a laugh track.
Yes, they certainly did, because it wasn't coming out of my home.
It was very funny. I loved the Flintstones.
Maybe that episode was good. I always
The only problem I had with the Flintstones was the house was a little long.
Well, when they would run, you would see the plant, the window, the couch.
Over and over
The plant, the window, the couch.
Like, man.
You didn't like the funny little things? Just another day at work. When, like, they'd be the garbage pail or the mixer.
Well, let me answer
Why couldn't she be making vanilla fudge?
Let me answer your question.
What, yes?
No, I didn't.
I got one, Anthony.
Hello, dum-dum. Well, I bought this bowling ball and my fingers don't fit. Perhaps if you'd washed them.
See? That's good stuff.
I'll take the retard
Great Gazoo
in Bugs Bunny, grabbing him by the feet and smashing his face all over. I'll take the giant. I'll take I'm the Easter Bunny. Hooray!
Hooray!
I'll take the hammer to the skull. I'll take the shotgun blast to the face.
Puma.
How many lumps you want, Doc? 1 or 2?
Oh, 3 or 4. And he wails him on the head with the hammer.
With a hammer. I always... I hated... I know it was part of the gig, but I hated the rock tie-in. Oh, Fred, and a little noise. Took a look. And the little kids.
When he would tiptoe while he bowled.
Ding, 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 ding. Tickle, 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 tickle.
I did like Warner Brothers better.
Twinkle Toes.
Nothing better than the old Yosemite Sam Bugs Bunny face-offs with the ship. Now I gotta go back to the ship and get another match. And you'd be a kid going, why didn't you just get all the matches and bring them back? Because Bugs keeps blowing it out. Why not bring all the matches back? No! Love that.
Shooting him. He was shooting
him in the
Bugs.
face.
Not anymore.
No, of course not. Now it's, he would walk up to Bugs and pat his fanny.
If I were you, I'd tweak his pink tomato nose.
All right, let's say hi to Ramon in Canada.
I'm with Jimmy, though, man. The Flintstones stunk.
Thank you.
No. I can't agree.
I liked the Flintstones growing up.
Hey, you guys were playing Richard Cheese earlier. You know what I'd love to hear? The Shit Dick, the version he did on the show.
Well, that's right. He did cover that.
I don't like that kind of language, and I happen to have my young son in the car.
You know, we have a lot of new listeners. Should we play the original and then go into Richard Cheese so they have like a reference point?
The original is more hateful.
I know. So
we'll do both.
All right, we'll do the hateful version, then we'll make it all happy.
This was from Panzerfaust Records.
Yes.
This is a horrible racist album.
And they were a very racist, like, white supremacy label.
Yeah, and they had to break up because, wow, what a thing that happened here. They were two guys, partners in the record label, this racist white power record label, and one guy found out that the other guy's mother was a Mexican, and that'll ruin everything.
Absolutely.
You can't be partners with a guy whose mother is a Mexican if you're a racist.
Better off finding he works on a golf course, as a caddy.
Right.
Caddy.
Huh.
Caddy.
Well, here's shit dick.
We hate all shit dicks. Andy Warhol, shit dick. Mick Jagger, shit dick. Michael Jackson, shit dick. Jeffrey Dahmer, cannibal, shit dick. We hate shit dick. By slamming shit dicks. Boy George, shit dick. Freddie Mercury, shit dick. David Bowie, shit dick. Rob Halford, Judas Priest, shit dick. Shit dick. Rock Hudson, Liberace, Dim Neighbor, Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger, Fizz fucking shit dick. Truman Capote, shit dick. Richard Simmons, shit dick. Rod Stewart, shit dick. Richard Gere, Bud Turbulent, shit dick. We hate the funky shit dicks. The funky shit dicks. You're sick, sick, sick. Rah!
That's the latest from Godsmack. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony program on XM Satellite Radio. We got Twitchell's outside the studio with a few other comedians, I guess.
Yeah, apparently they have a tour going or something, don't they?
It's called the Short Bus Tour, Twitchell's. Are you nodding or is that your thing?
Yeah.
The Short Bus Tour.
Is that his Tourette's or is he nodding?
You never know if it's a yes or a convulsion.
I don't know. Short Bus Tour? Short what? Oh, no, here he comes. All right. Twitchell's.
Just yeah, it's the Short Bus Comedy Tour.
Just jump on Mike.
Yeah, absolutely.
Might as well jump.
All right, you want to spin that around there?
Yeah, spin this around so they can see Twitchell's.
I think you get a pretty general idea, can't you?
All right, well,
that's fantastic.
Do you have to move the camera up, Anthony, a little bit?
I don't know. E-Rock's got to be in charge of that.
Hey, E-Rock, move it up, or I'm going to take your hat and shit in it.
There you go. There's Twitchell's on the cam. A little. You got to give him headroom because he's going to jump a lot.
What are you doing, Eric? You just got his torso.
Yeah, why? You didn't give him any headroom because we all know he jumps a lot.
That's perfect.
There you go.
That's perfect.
You doll.
Twitchell's, what's this all about?
Well,
I see a lot of freaks outside the studio.
Yeah, actually, about a year and a half ago, I was thinking about doing a tour called the Short Bus Comedy Tour after I met a comedian by the name of Tim Grill who has spina bifida.
Spina bifida.
Spina bifida. I don't know too much about the specifics. You get to
wow.
All you need to know about that is it sucks.
I thought though they kind of cured that.
Well, all I know is that he's
if you're a newborn,
like if you're newborn,
like
right?
20-something years old.
Oh, they didn't have that technique back then
when he was going through this.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know currently, but it's definitely visual with him and then our other comedians.
Oh, it is.
Well, blow me down.
All right.
Oh, they're loving you on Pal Talk. They're watching you jump like a freak. Jump.
I got the Tourette's.
Look at him jerking around. Oh, it's Ben in the office.
All right, so what were you saying, Twitchels?
All right, so the other guys in the tour is a guy by the name of Mike Cateo, who's really hot in the New York scene now. He has cerebral palsy. He's a comedian. And our headliner is Jimmy Graham, who's basically fat. And, you know, it's a funny story. He actually used to be my wrestling coach when I was a kid. And we met.
Yeah.
That was funny, apparently.
Yeah, that's a funny story.
That's really funny.
Wait, so he was your wrestling coach?
Yeah.
No, well, yeah, he was my wrestling coach when I was around 7 or 8. Wait.
Oh, boy, that is funny. You're right.
Wait, you didn't leave me.
All right. Oh, it gets better.
I thought that was the funny part.
Basically, I moved out when I was around 8, and 11 years later, we ran into each other again.
God, you're killing me. All right, go ahead. All right, so go ahead.
All right, yeah.
Rachel, you've come.
So basically, we're putting together a tour called the Short Bus Comedy Tour.
Wait. You didn't do it. He was the coach.
Yeah, he's the coach.
He's a funny story.
Yeah, where's the funny part?
Well, no, he'll tell you about it, but we didn't know who we were until, when we met 11 years ago.
You mean you didn't know you had known each other?
Oh, my God, are you kidding?
And it turns out, yeah. They didn't know they knew each other.
That's terrific. Oh, I got a new thing I can do on the show.
That's great.
Do your laugh too.
That's great.
Let's try some.
Yeah.
That's great. I like it. Someone answer the phone. Brang.
That's actually really funny. You should say that.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
That is funny.
That's terrific.
Yes, Larry.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
Larry?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
Hey, Larry.
So I met Twitchell's at Chiller. Did you guys know who his uncle is?
Who's your uncle?
King Kong Bundy.
Yeah. The wrestler.
King Kong Bundy is is it father's brother?
No,
Mother's brother?
You know, it's funny you should say that.
Oh.
Nice laughter from a Vincent Price movie.
No.
We go old school.
No, he's not my uncle. He was just saying that to everyone. He's a really good friend of mine.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not my uncle.
So what exactly? Now you met this guy. You're jumping around.
Yeah. You might as well jump.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
All right, listen. All right, screw the story. I'm sure it's not funny. So you got this Short Bus Comedy Tour.
Yeah, and as of next week, there will be debuting Twitchell ringtones.
People would answer immediately to have to stop hearing that.
Exactly.
Phone.
Quick.
That's the concept.
You know what? I want those ringtones for my phone.
I'm dead serious. I got to thank you guys. Wouldn't have it if it wasn't for you. I met a guy by the name of... No, seriously. I'm getting to a point. His name's Pat Tortorelli. He's Dennis Rodman's marketing agent, and he approached me at Chiller Theater, actually. And, they're doing Twitch ringtones. We recorded them. They'll be out next week.
And where do you get them?
They'll be able to order them all over the internet and on my website and texting, and that'll all be
all right, so I guess they'll just guess what your website is. That's
LaughterbyLou.com. LaughterbyLou.com.
How about Twitchels.com? Laughter by Lou stinks. No one's going to remember that. No one knows you're
Laughter by Lou.
Laughter by Lou. It's Lou, and he provides a little laughter. Does he?
He's been on the show 10 times, and I didn't even know that was your real name.
No one knows your real name is Lou. No one knows you provide anything.
Lou.
Hey, I know you don't have your news...
Lou, stop twitching. Okay, Lou.
You don't have your news partner today, but we still want you to do the news.
We're still going to do it, they said.
Who's going to do the news with you?
We're going to have actually the cerebral palsy comedian do it with me, Mike Catania.
Great.
Now, what, before we bring him in, what type of problems does somebody with CP have in the world of comedy or talking on a mic?
What kind of problems?
Like
Name it.
What type of obstacles would he have?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, he's basically gone through the same thing I've gone through, like, being a comedian with a disability. He's actually doing really good. He hasn't seemed to be having an issue with it. He's more visible. Like, you can tell what he has.
Yeah.
Not that I'm not visible, but it's really good. I'm really excited about this. We're actually kicking off at the Laugh Factory, April 13th, right here in Times Square. So it's finally doing a show in New York.
Ooh. Did you notice he... Holy shit. It's scaring me.
Oh, how nice.
Oh, look at that. We got little,
Oh, God.
These are good.
Yeah, just hang all the jump signs all over the studio. Here, tape mine and my mic. Because he even jumps if he sees the word jump. So there, hang mine up over there. There you go.
You guys are so supportive. I love this.
All right. There you go. There's jump signs all over the studio now. Okay. There you go. And more of them are coming.
Yeah, because even seeing the word just gets them.
What word? The jump word?
Jump.
Jump.
No.
It's just a full word.
Jump. I think is it the J or the P or the U? Jump. Jump.
Okay, all right. I can control this. I can.
What if we just said hop?
This is a set.
Hop is cool, right?
Yeah, that doesn't bother me.
But jump is a problem, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a yes.
Yeah.
Hubby is a yes. Hubber is a no.
Tourette translator, but
Jimmy Graham sure is in good physical condition.
Let's go to
yeah,
Matt.
you know Jimmy. That's right.
Let's go to Matt in Canada.
Hey, love you guys. Thanks for putting me on. I think Twitchell's ringtones is a great idea because sometimes my phone rings, you just sit back and you ignore it. But if it's Twitchell's, I jump right up and get the phone. Jump right up. Jump, you fucking retarded monkey. Jump.
I love the listeners that get it.
This is sentimental.
You don't even need the pal talk to get it. When he hears jump, he has to jump.
Jump.
All right, why don't we? What do you want to do, Anthony? You want to do the news? You want to get into the Tyra stripper show and then go to these guys?
I'd like to get into that Tyra stripper.
Do people notice that when they're out with you?
Oh God, going to church is fun.
The power of Christ compels you.
Stop performing an exorcism on your Jesus Christ.
I definitely want a Twitchell's ringtone. You're going to make a lot of money off the ringtone.
Well, we're hoping, but it's really to spread awareness. It really
spread awareness. You are whoring out your affliction like no one I've ever seen under the guise of spreading awareness of Tourette's.
Who the fuck is not aware of it?
Really?
Everyone's aware of it.
All you have to do is open your mouth and 5 blocks are aware.
I'd love to be on a plane with him. 12-hour flight across the ocean.
Well, just in case you're not aware that I make all these crazy noises, I got ringtones.
We have a little turbulence. What?
You guys know I was nicknamed Twitchels on The Simple Life by Nicole Richie. That's coming out next month, or this month on the 14th.
Well, you're going to be on the latest Simple Life?
Yes, I'm going to be. It's coming out on DVD March 14th this month.
DVD.
Yeah, it's Simple Life 3 Interns. I'm on episode 4. That's where she actually nicknamed me Twitchels.
All right, I think we got the clip here. Let's listen in. Can you shut up for a minute, you think? So we can play the clip?
Good luck.
Here, tape his mouth. Seriously. I mean, we got a radio show today.
No, he's okay. You just got to be completely silent.
Yeah, just be really quiet.
Silent.
Because we want to play this clip of you on Simple Life 3, okay? All right. We stop it if you say anything.
You got to be silent.
Got it.
Catchy tune.
Hi, gorgeous.
Hey, I'm sorry I keep switching. My Tourette's are acting up today.
You're what?
I have Tourette's syndrome. It keeps acting up.
You have Tourette's syndrome where you go like this?
On occasion, yeah.
I think it's cute. Let me see it. What does it make your lips look bigger?
You rub it on your lips and they grow. It's very sexy. It's the beauty secret of the stars.
Do you want to see if my lips grow?
Do I want to see if your lips grow?
You want to do it too?
Will it make me look prettier?
Yes.
All right, I'll try it. Whatever.
Okay.
I'll try it. Put my finger in there?
Yes.
All right. And then what do I do now?
Rub it on your lips.
Who uses it?
Everybody who's anybody.
Oh, so now I'm somebody.
Yeah.
There you go.
Your lips look very sexy.
You have a very endearing personality.
I really do appreciate that. Thank you. I'll twitch more often because of you, too.
I love you, Twitchell.
Thank you.
That's what you said on my lap.
That was fantastic.
That was riveting television.
Yeah. Wow.
That was unbelievable.
You should have said, so how do you feel that Charlie Sheen pays for...
Fantastic.
You know you're a dumb curl.
Oh, God.
They made you put on lip gloss or something?
It was this lip product that was supposed to make your lips expand, and you rub it on, like in 20 minutes they start to feel fuller and puffier.
Did a guy apply it with something out of his bag?
No, she told me to stick my finger in it and rub it on my lips.
She said it worked for my father.
While he was hanging from the ceiling.
Let's go
to his feet.
Let's go to Patrick in Mississippi. Patrick.
Hey, we need some big A ringtones. Your phone will be ringing for 5 minutes before you even know it's ringing.
Yeah. All right, listen. You really got to mellow out.
Yeah, you got to be completely silent for this next bit.
Yeah. We're going to do the Tyra Stripper show.
Yeah, you got to be silent.
Can you be silent?
Hey, everybody, it's snowing.
Oh, look at that.
Dun, 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 dun.
Do you know what song I like? Remember Walking in a Winter Wonderland?
Walking in a winter wonderland.
I like that song.
Dun, dun, dun.
So these guys are going to come in and do what? Are they going to do something?
I want them to do a little comedy. Comedy.
Oh, that definitely they can if you want to. They were going to come in and talk to you about it.
Can we do the comedy club little atmosphere maybe? Dim the lights a little.
Yeah.
Get them.
Yeah.
Get them an audience.
Bunch of men.
Yeah, let's do that.
I want to see what their comedy's all about because we saw yours.
No, Jimmy knows Jimmy Graham.
I don't know if I ever saw his act though. I don't remember.
Oh, how do you know him?
Is he married?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jimmy doesn't know.
Say it again?
His wife used to book the gig?
I don't know. I'm not sure if Dottie did or not.
He's proud to say that he's warmed up for you.
No, but I think his wife used to book a gig.
Okay.
Did your wife used to book that club?
He's just...
No, all right, relax.
He's big, eager codger.
Stupid big John Studface.
All right, listen, we're going to set up the place like a comedy club.
A little comedy.
And we'll get back to you.
Here we go now.
Why don't you take a break? Why don't you relax? You need to sit
yeah,
down for a while.
Twitchels. Take a break.
Jump. Oh, my God.
The greatest, though, is when he had water or coffee and you hand him a beverage and then yell it.
Oh, I know.
It's the
Spills
greatest
all
thing
over
ever.
him.
Drink out of a sippy cup.
It really is funny. All right, Tyra Banks, I don't, and I got some email. I don't give a shit that she's on XM. I don't like her.
Oh, who cares?
I don't like Tyra Banks. I think she's full of herself. I think she has a massive ego.
I don't have much of an opinion about her.
You know what? Start watching her on TV, and you'll have a major opinion.
I've seen a few shows. She is really annoying. If I thought she was important in any way, yeah,
every story has to be about her in the end. Everything she does on her TV show, it got to come right back to her and how it affects her. Her.
Hey, Fan, how you doing?
Super. You?
Well, welcome to the area.
Welcome.
I told him to.
Yeah.
Ha ha.
The Opie Fan Anthony Show.
Oh. No, because,
I'll let you jump in, Jim.
Nathaniel's with me finally.
Yeah.
Because remember yesterday I was talking about how I watch TV to get just completely pissed off.
Annoyed.
Mm-hmm. I got Nathaniel. He's finally at that point because he's forced to watch all this crap that annoys me.
Mm-hmm.
And you had that same feeling watching Tyra Banks, right?
Yeah.
But he was annoyed with you for making him watch it.
Well, I don't blame him.
Yeah, it really just wanted to punch the television. I don't.
Oh, hey, Fan.
No, I mean it, Jim.
Ooh.
So her big pontificating face in the middle of the television made me very angry.
I mean, she's really hot.
Yeah,
she's extremely hot, but
she's okay.
As soon as she starts talking,
she is covering issues that most people don't have the courage to, and I applaud her for that.
Good point, and good point.
You know something? You tune into her show, and on a daily basis, she's tackling some of these hard issues that no one else is even talking about.
Well, she did her stripper show. We started talking about this yesterday.
Stripper show, great.
Tyra's stripper show. She's going to go undercover and be a stripper.
Well, I guess she got a bunch of ratings with the fat suit.
Right.
Did the fat suit give her any ratings? I don't know. Was she the third or fourth person that week that did the fat suit gag?
She
where
might
they
have been
sent out a reporter.
She was the pioneer.
Was she the pioneer?
Yeah. The fat suit, yes.
I wore the fat suit first back in my NBC days, Robin. And now I see you're wearing it. Fat hole.
See, Wayne is with me. Wayne in New York.
Wayne. I like calling people named Wayne Wayno. Makes it sound more friendly.
Yeah.
Hey, Wayno.
Hey, guys. How are you?
Good.
Hey, that stripper show yesterday, is it amazing how many times she says the word I?
It's all about her, I'm telling you.
And then once you start hearing it, that's all you hear is I.
Well, isn't it strange there's no I in Tyra?
Whoa.
Can I drop the C word?
It's a little weird.
You want to drop the C word?
No, let's not.
No.
Okay.
No, we're
sorry.
We're trying to be good.
We understand why you want to drop it, and I think that's enough.
And I think just saying that, we all know what you want to do.
Right.
Well,
yes.
Thank you.
So do the unexpected. That's what we like doing sometimes. The complete
Aha.
Yeah.
That just
I like
made
where you
my
guys
morning.
went.
Hold on. Let me enjoy Mr. Perfect. Not saying a word properly.
It happens.
Very rarely.
Yeah, very rarely.
And it bugs us.
The last time it happened was 8 months ago. We're keeping track.
You're wearing pre-vice strip. I listened to the replay of the first time Laverne and Shirley, retarded Laverne and Shirley, were on the show.
Yeah.
And Jimmy just shined on that one, man.
That's beautiful.
Oh, she was trying to get at you, and everything you came back at her with was so funny. I was just laughing my ass off.
Thank you.
You are so cruel to them. Yeah, it was an oldie.
Yeah.
I think it was like the first time. Speaking of oldies, quickly, we'll get back to that. There is online the first appearance ever of Jimmy Norton on our show.
We've been wanting to play it on this show. Where is it?
Really funny.
E-Rock, where is that?
He didn't know exactly what date it was.
It's online. It's on Whackbag.
It's on Whackbag.
Fucking listen to watch.
A website we check out every day.
Get it, you girl.
Hey, E-Rock, watch this. Someone put a link to it in the Pal Talk room. And E-Rock, if he's fast enough, can click on it.
We asked E-Rock for that clip of, I don't know, a couple weeks ago.
Why does he ignore you, Ope?
He ignores you on purpose. It's a power trip thing.
I've seen him on Pal Talk looking at your picture and just putting his bag by the nose of it.
No, E-Rock, you got to go down. They're going to give it to you now. See, they're going to give it to you now.
Yeah, any minute it'll come up.
It's going to pop up, and then
it'll pop up.
No, we've been
link.
looking for this clip for a long time.
It's very funny.
Is it really funny?
Yeah, it's where you're saying things like, "Who is this guy?"
Oh, really?
I go, it's Jimmy Norton.
Is that on the
came
phone?
in with Dice. No, live.
Oh, you're okay. Because the first time I was on the show was a phoner.
Yeah, no, this was the first time you were in live. And it was the time where the old lady was playing the songs on
Frantic Fran.
Frantic Fran, and you say, I'm being reprimanded by $1 bill.
I don't remember anything of that appearance.
Really funny shit, man.
By the way, sorry.
That's right.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying on that thing, it was my first time with you guys. I had a $150 gig in Connecticut. and I had to leave for it, and I was going to leave at 6, and I told Andrew I was going to leave at 6 or whatever time, an hour before, and I was kind of quiet, and I'm like, what are you, stupid? You're going to walk off a New York radio show for $150, you dummy? And I stayed, and in that last hour, things actually got very good.
Hey, stupid! Where are you going?
Anthony, you asked for the website?
Yes.
And, of course, the Pal Talk people helping out E-Rock. Let's see. It's going by way too fast now.
I see someone. Oh, my.
MeatyMantis.com.
HeyStupid.com.
You can find it at It'sMyBirthday.com.
Why would MayoSandwich.com have that?
See, it's going too fast. I can't stop this fucking thing.
Jimmy'sAssSmells.com. Bukkake. GodHatesFags.com.
There's a few really good ones, but
ErockNeedsToBeCorrected.com. Erock sucks.
Let's see.
.com. Oh my god.
All right. Well, we'll find that clip and we'll get it on tomorrow.
Yeah. Could we do that? Erocksonthefuckolist.com.
Right.
Yeah. We'll find it and get it on the air.
All right.
I don't remember where it is.
Anyway.
Yeah. Let's do the.
I bring nothing to the table.
What's that, E-Rock?
I bring nothing to the table.
.com.
Is this on?
No.
.com.
Is this on?
.com.
I bring nothing to the table.
.com.
My vagina.
.com.
That one's just between the two other ones, so I play it.
Oh, you.
All right, here we go. Tyra's stripper show. And there's a surprise ending.
Oh!
A surprise ending. Tyra.
What, the horse whose tail she's wearing as a wig shows up and would like it back?
Oh, yeah.
That's terrific.
No, that's a weave.
Wilbur, take my tail off that his head.
So the premise of the show was that Tyra was going to be a stripper and go into these strip clubs so she could really understand the life of a stripper.
Life of a stripper. It worked for fat people.
Right. So
she's going to do it as a stripper.
And I love how Than labels these clips. Tyra's melodramatic intro.
You're editorializing.
I love it, though, because he's right on. She gets so dramatic about everything. She gets dramatic about what she had for lunch that day.
Of course.
Today, I am going undercover as a stripper.
She's a secret agent.
Right. Can you get that?
Oh, an undercover secret agent.
We might need some sound effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, very dramatic. She's going to tell us what goes on.
Right after she says, as a stripper.
Today, I am going undercover as a stripper. And the idea for this show came from you. So many women have emailed me, and I've personally had conversations with so many of my friends who are so frustrated with the men in their lives who are spending so much money and so much time at strip clubs, and they're not telling us about it. Now, for most women, strip clubs are a mystery. So today, I am bringing you an uncensored look inside men's obsession with the pornographic playground of adult strip clubs.
Talks like Francine.
No. Hey, what happened?
Isn't that amazing?
Exactly. We're going undercover to find out why America's favorite dad went down to 106.
Dad, why are you so light?
Dad, why is Tiger smelling your crotch and barking a lot? What scent does he recognize?
All right, here we go. Tyra's mission statement.
Wow, Joe Namath's here. Look, he's throwing Dad around like a football.
Oh, my God.
Hey, I just wanted you to know that I'm really happy. That's what Mike said. Joe, I just wanted you to know.
Hey, look, Alice is stirring the stew with Dad.
Oh, look. Alice is making Dad broth again.
Alice, did you get Mike's robe back from the cleaners? All 7 of them?
Sam, could you help us pick Dad up off the floor? He collapsed pouring orange juice.
Where's Dad? Dad, hiding. We were playing hide and seek. Did you check the tube he puts the architectural plans in?
Peter, get Greg. Dad's infecting Oliver.
Kids, we're going to the Grand Canyon. No, not the National Monument. My ass.
All right, let's get back to Tyra.
All right,
it's very important.
Oh, they went to Hawaii, and Mike hung tiki above his blood test results.
I have some bad news for you, Mr. Brady. In last week's episode, you might remember last week's episode, Greg wiped out, Peter got a tarantula on him, Alice threw out her back, and Dad got the AIDS.
Can you do the ghost?
We're going to scare the homosexuals Dad's bringing over out of the house, dressed like a ghost.
They're only running out because the ghost is white and it's after Labor Day.
They played this on Dad's ribs.
Wait. That's Dad doing a sit-up.
Hold on.
Holy shit. Oh, I'm so happy.
I was overweight and embarrassed to go anyplace. AIDS helped me get back into a size 12.
The AIDS diet plan helped me get back into a size 6.
AIDS helps control your appetite so you lose weight. Yet AIDS lets you taste, chew, and enjoy. And the appetite suppressant in AIDS is not a stimulant.
AIDS helped me lose the weight and has nothing in it that could make me nervous.
Question, why take diet pills when you can enjoy AIDS? AIDS helps you lose weight safely and effectively. Use only as directed.
Her first Wesson Oil commercial, Wesson Oil. How else do you think my TV husband fits so many in his ass?
His asshole's got a certain Wessonality. That's Dad's respirator.
The ghost of size 34 pants.
And, of course, the UFO.
Yeah.
Yes, it was the same as the ghost.
UFO, he was an unbelievably frail object.
Oh, my God. Make that noise again. That's his T-cell count. I'm trying to hang in there.
But none of us knew.
All right, Tyra Banks.
Back to Tyra.
That's where we were.
Doing the stripper show, right?
He gets distracted so easily.
And I could talk about that for a month and never grow tired of it.
Of course.
We gotta hurry up because these guys have been waiting for hours to do their comedy. Okay. Here's Tyra's mission statement.
Yeah.
In recent decades, the strip club has become an adult fantasy land where the male libido can run wild. A lot of people argue that these strip clubs are an immoral arena, a wasteland that only leads to drugs and prostitution. The modern-day strip club industry, or as some people would like to call them, the Gentlemen's Club, is a $15 billion a year business. When I found out that the majority of the business is males from married homes, I wanted to go inside the minds of men that frequent these clubs. I wanted to see and hear why they went. And the only way to do this was to go undercover and see for myself.
There's naked girls there, idiot.
Oh my
That's
God.
why they go.
And women go when they can.
What, Opie? What were you saying?
And women go when they can.
Holy overdramatic ass.
It's like Twitchell's hosting a current affair.
All right, she asked a male guest why he goes.
Well, the main reason I started going to strip clubs was I was hugely overweight. I was around 295.
Okay.
And it was really interesting because when I would go to the strip clubs, the strippers would have a way to make you feel sexy and make you feel attractive.
Because you didn't feel sexy and attractive?
Well,
was
no,
it because you were overweight?
Yes, exactly.
So girls weren't necessarily looking at you?
Oh, hardly in the same way. I mean, absolutely. When you go to a regular bar, it's like you would have to really make an effort. And here it's just, you would go there and they would give you this affection.
No, they don't.
Christy looks pissed off right now. Okay, because you're saying they would give you this affection and this love. Did you feel like you were doing that?
Yeah, obviously whatever I was doing was just not enough. And that's the biggest part of the problem. No matter how much you gave that love, you gave that affection, it never seemed to be enough.
Oh my God! When are people going to figure it out?
Wow!
When are people going to figure it out in relationships? These stupid broads. Every relationship needs love and lust.
There you go.
It's a simple concept. She's like, I gave him all the love. There's also something that's in all of us. It's an animal instinct called lust.
Exactly.
You just want to bend her over and bang her.
Oh, I thought you were calling Ben in. For Ben, show me.
But she's so... that woman talking about, well, I gave him all the love at home. That's not enough.
That's right. Put
you're
stockings
in a
on
healthy
him.
relationship.
Dress him up in some panties. Show him you love him. Teach him a lesson.
But this is where the women go wrong. They don't get that. They think everything's supposed to be about romance and the love and this and that. Yes, that should be a big part of a loving relationship, but there's also something called lust.
Plus the fact that this woman looked like a hedgehog with a blonde wig on didn't really help too much. Yeah.
Oh, she was awful, huh?
Yeah.
That's where she's going wrong, and Tyra probably has no clue about that either. There's love and lust in healthy relationships. Holy shit, ladies.
Oh. Sorry, so distracted. They just showed some Al Zarqawi guys holding a hostage in their usual room with the three of them behind the guy on his knees, and the one guy was pulling his hair, and you could tell what was coming next. And it's just, that is the situation you just never, ever want to be in. You look at that picture, and it's like, yeah, anywhere but there.
Please, Alan Funt, walk in. Please, Alan Funt, walk in.
Please. You'd rather be in the pedophile house that the 2020 or whatever the hell show was Dateline did.
And the ratings are still strong for that TV show, huh?
Of course.
Yeah.
But Tyra's tackling, you guys don't want to recognize it, Tyra is tackling the issues. I mean, it's like, you guys want to run away from that type of stuff, but Tyra doesn't, and that's what bothers you.
Why do guys go to strip clubs? She's, wow, what a question.
Let's continue.
Has anyone ever asked that before?
No.
I want to ask that question to you. If she would have given you more love, if she would have given you more affection, would that have stopped you from going?
No, of course
Honestly,
not.
probably not.
Probably not.
Because the fact of the reason was, the strippers somehow created a fantasy for you.
Thank you.
And they create this expectations of what you feel. And
What did you feel?
just feel like you
Hungry.
feel just awesome, like you're a god for God's sakes. Like
what?
And you really don't think about the time that you pay
doesn't
the
have
money.
to
So
pull
the more
out
money
dollars.
you paid, the more like God you felt.
Exactly.
Okay.
God. What?
Guys,
You think God is running to the ATM at 250 pounds?
The guy's
with a clear spot in the front of his pants?
The guy's a bit dweeby, but he's at least being honest.
Very.
You know, there's a fantasy thing that he's not getting at home.
You do, but I bet your Tyra straightens him out. That's my
You know what? It isn't even that. That's a percentage of guys that go to strip clubs, but for the most part, it's not this fantasy. It's not this feeling God thing. It's that you want to look at a naked woman. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Guys enjoy looking at nude women.
And I don't want them to pretend they like me.
No. I hate that part of it. Shut up. Don't talk to me. Don't talk about how you're doing this to fucking pay for college. I don't want to know what you do at home. I don't want to know where you live. Any of that shit. Take all your clothes off and move around a little bit.
And sit on my
Don't
lap.
even get over dramatic with your stupid dancing.
You know what I hate when they do? I hate when strippers bend over and do that stupid smack, the hand in the air, and then the wait, I'll do it. Hold on.
Do it for the camera.
Do it for
oh
Pal
no,
Talk.
with his bare ass showing.
They do this.
Oh my God, that's so fucked up.
There's nothing. I mean, when I do it, it's hot.
No, it's
Do it again,
not.
Jimmy. Do it again.
All right.
Yeah, you got to do it right to
Do
the
it again.
camera.
Yeah, get on this camera.
Oh my God.
Do it again.
He's right on there.
Hi, honey. Do you have?
No, look right into the camera. That's your patron right there.
Ooh.
Ew, you just poked him in the ass, it looked like.
Yeah, there's a soda bottle in the way.
Hi, honey. Do you have $1? Ooh, you're sexy.
Doing it for Pal Talk.
Oh, God. There he
Please get that video off on OpieAnthony.com. Holy crap.
That is the unhairiest ass ever.
Don't be shy
Seen
about
more
it.
hair on strippers' asses.
You want to brush your nose against it and just go.
No, I don't.
Sweet.
No, well.
But I hate when strippers do that. Stop with that stupid cornball ass
And
slap.
by the way, women want to look at naked guys as well.
Of course.
But
Look, you think that's not getting downloaded already? That video's hot.
But society has told them you're not allowed to.
Yes.
More Tyra.
Did you ever sleep with any of the strippers?
Yes, I have slept with a couple strippers and actually once in a strip club.
When you were with Christy?
Finish the story.
Yes, when I was with Christy, yes.
Okay, first, I want to just get to the girl that you had sex with in a strip club. So you were actually in a club,
Yes.
in the room where they do the lap dances?
I'm in a VIP room.
A VIP room, which is like a
Yes.
champagne room?
It's like a champagne room, yeah, exactly.
And how did you have sex? Did she just like...
Well, we were a little bit intoxicated. We had...
Sorry. It's okay.
We had a lot of alcohol because we had a bottle. We were drinking and things just kind of happened. And,
Did you pay her more money because you had sex with her?
Well, no, it was more in fact that it was just
Freebie.
supposed to be $200, and then she said if I was to get an extra half an hour, it'd be totally worth it. And I wasn't really thinking what at the time, and once I did it, and kind of led to that. And
Are most of the strippers prostitutes?
No, I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say hardly any of them. I mean, most of them just go in there just to do a
Guy's a
business.
great communicator.
It's just what they do. But you do have the occasional, X
The ones
factors.
that take some more.
Exactly.
He's a mush-mouthed ass, but he is being very truthful.
Yeah.
He is not. He's accurate. Most of them are not. Some do it. Some will make some cash doing it, but the majority of them don't. They just, they'll tease you and drive
They
you
saw
crazy.
this guy as a mark.
Oh, this fat
This
slob.
guy'll pay.
Fat slob living with a hedgehog, of course.
Yeah.
But that's how if he was really honest, this is how he'd answer. Why did you go to the strip club? Look at this pig I have to look at every night.
Look at this mess.
What would you do? I'd let a porcupine rub its balls on my lap.
look at this one. Keith and Harrison. Keith.
Hey, guys, I just wanted to mention that didn't Tyra Banks make millions and millions of dollars walking down runways in her bra and underwear?
Of course she
Yes,
did.
in her bra and underwear, barely dressed. What was appealing about those ads? Was it the actual bra and underwear? Couldn't they have pushed it on a mannequin down the runway and filmed it if you wanted the attention to be on the bra and panties? They knew that people would watch the commercials. They would go to the fashion shows. If there were very scantily clad hot women walking down the runways. She is part of what she's talking about.
I would say there's over 1 million guys out there that have jacked off looking at Tyra
Over 1
Banks'
million?
picture.
Probably more than that.
I'd say, did she address that? Did she address it on the show?
No.
No, of course not.
Could be 10 or 20.
All right, more audio. Tyra's stripper show.
You say strippers are better in bed.
Yes.
What does that mean? Because we all want to know.
Because you can kill them.
Don't we want to know?
No one cares.
We want to know what the hell are they doing that we are not doing?
Well, that's the whole thing. I mean, I can understand if a girl's in love with you, she might be willing to do whatever you want. But when it's with them, they create this atmosphere and this greatness.
What do they do that we do not do?
An idiot.
Yeah,
honestly, to be honest, they probably don't do anything you don't do. But it's just
no.
the
He's talking BJ's because
with a
his
stripper.
hedgehog
It's
life
just
doesn't do
the
it.
sensation about it that you're actually doing with.
One thing that I learned about you, which was like, oh my God, was that you would go see a stripper, and then you would come back to your girlfriend and have sex with her and be thinking what?
Thinking I was having sex with the stripper I was just at the club with.
Yes.
Oh, listen to the audience. Oh, the audience is just like, oh, he stabbed her. What? Oh, oh, oh.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Oh, my God. She is uncovering some things that I just never knew.
You mean he doesn't want to look at that Dolph Sweet pig he's married to? He wants to think of the hot chick he just saw? What a bad man. What are you thinking of when you have sex with her? Smothering her like the end of Cuckoo's Nest. That's what I'm thinking of. How I want to smother her and throw a sink through the window and run away while Iggy from Taxi wakes up screaming. That's all I want.
Well, Nathaniel's great. Tyra Makes It About Herself is the title of this next track.
How does that make you feel?
There's no words. I mean, when you find out about the addiction to begin with,
but here are a couple.
The thoughts that run through your mind aren't what's wrong with him, it's what's wrong with me. What am I not doing? What do I have that they don't have?
She's actually identifying the problem. Yes. It makes me think, what's wrong with me? She's off to a good start.
Toe jam, clip him.
What do I have that they don't have?
That's what I've been thinking. I dated a guy that went to these things all the time, and he would say nothing was happening.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, right.
Exactly. And that's what when I first found out about it, I confronted him like that. I said, okay,
yeah.
What can I do to make it different? What is something happening there? He said, no. And it wasn't until after we broke up that he said, you know what, I want to go ahead and be truthful with you. Stuff did happen. Some stuff I'm finding out more now.
Do you still love him?
No. If somebody can kill love, they should date him. He can kill it so effectively.
No. I think Ope hit on something, too. Tyra stinks in bed. She's a self-centered model. She probably gives nothing. She
no
probably
effort
just lays there
whatsoever.
with her stupid legs
Figures
open.
that just because she's there, that's good enough.
She's so hot, that's good enough.
No, don't smudge my makeup. You're on my hair. Yuck. Yuck. Take that white hood with the eyes, cut it off.
Wow. Chris in Pennsylvania. Chris.
Hey, with Tyra talking to that 250-pound or 295-pound guy, she should do a show where she goes, and he was talking about getting love. She could go undercover as a fat guy and then show how she's getting love in strip clubs instead of getting disrespected as a fat lady.
Giving her ideas.
Put the two shows together. That's not a bad idea. All right.
Later.
Thank you, Chris. All right, let's try to move through this. Tyra makes drastic measures.
Oh, no. What happens?
She takes them.
Oh, no.
She could make them if she wanted.
Well, it says make.
She wants to take.
On track 7 there. So
why don't you learn to type?
That's because track 8 is Tyra takes drastic measures, and track 7 is Tyra makes it about herself.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh! Wow. Hey, you're going to let him get away with that?
When he's right, he's right.
Way to go, Than. Way to call the host stupid.
Yeah, he's right, though.
Dan has never made a mistake.
I know. Track 7 does say Tyra makes, and then 8 is Tyra takes.
Once again, Than's right.
I defy the staff to point out any mistakes you've made.
That's right.
Stop.
You're absolutely correct. Let's go to track 8.
Well, Christy, I know that you've never been to a strip club, right? I had never been to a strip club, too. I've been to the ones, I'll be honest, I've been to the ones where the guys are dancing, but to me, that's like a joke. My friends and I...
Oh, you stupid! That's a joke. We just go down and have dicks shook in your face, and the guy will actually grab women from the audience if they're celebrating a bachelor party or birthday, bring them up on stage, and fake fuck them on the stage where they're grinding and grabbing their cans and everything. Just stop it.
Get the women on the phone. We've done this show many, many times. The women will call up and admit the crazy shit that happens in these joints.
More and touching is going on
these guys
at those clubs.
Resting their ball bags right on their, the chick's eyes.
Yeah. Give them the Roman war helmet right there in front of everybody.
I know guys that have stripped and they said the women are the worst.
They grab the guy's Johnson and just start huffing on it.
Yeah, like they should.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really aggressive.
I swear that is what's going on. But that's a joke.
That's a joke?
Yeah.
You're
most guys aren't going into strip clubs and paying to have sex in the back room. It happens, but most guys are going in there to hang out with their buddies, look at some nude girls, and pay for some overpriced drinks.
I go for a joke, too. Two Jews walk into a...
There was a video.
50 whore.
There was a videotape.
A horse walks into a bar, says, bartender asks him, why the long face? He said, Tyra's got my tail.
And she's wearing it as a hat.
Oh my God! I got to hear that again. The Tyra part.
I've been to the ones. I'll be honest. I've been to the ones where the guys are dancing.
Yeah.
But to me, that's like a joke.
Right.
My friends and I went a couple of times, and it's like the women are
Audience
going,
laugh.
"Woo, yeah, baby," but like no one's really turned on. It's like such a joke.
A joke. Yeah, you see stuff like that, and you're like, okay, the guys are a joke, but
the women, it's not a joke. Those men are really serious.
This
And
bitch
Holy shit.
is now pissed me. I'm
you.
with you.
Just watch every day.
I am now, and I didn't even watch.
She's
I'm
right.
listening.
Tyra's right.
I'm annoyed.
Dude, trust me on stuff.
What a hypocrite.
Now like curling. Watch this show every day. You'll be annoyed every day. Every
curl?
day. I turned you on to curling, that's all. So
I thought maybe Tyra was...
curling's now over because Olympics are over. Now you need a new show to replace that. I'm thinking that might be the Tyra Banks show.
That is the biggest woman cop-out that those strip clubs... Well, didn't you go to the Chippendales thing? Oh, that's different. Oh, really? It is. Yeah. Oh, and then you hear the story. They brought this one up on stage, and I looked over, and there was a group of girls, and they had their hand down the back of the guy's underwear, and the other one had her face pushed up against the front of his thong, and he was obviously excited, and
Here we go.
And meanwhile, it's like, what do you do at the strip club? I sat with my friend. We talked about work. I drank an $8 bottle of fucking Budweiser and watched a girl who couldn't dance and stand on 5-foot heels.
A woman walks out of one of those things with so much glazed, clear stuff on her face, you want to dip her in coffee. Dirty girls.
There you go, though. That's what Tyra's all about.
Liar.
Stevie, Baltimore. He was
Hey,
a male
guys,
stripper. Let's go right to the source. Stevie, go ahead. Make it fast, though.
You got it. I stripped up in Philly when I first got out of college, and whenever bachelor parties would come in, we'd have like this whole thing where they could come in for the backroom lap dances, and there wasn't a time I did it where some chick wasn't trying to slobber my knob, jiggle my balls, want to get titty fucked. Never did any intercourse, but pretty much everything else.
Did you ever let them give you Hummers?
No, because it wasn't worth getting arrested for, but they would
Yes, it
definitely
was.
grab it.
You drank it. Did you drink at the
I didn't make
club?
the kind of money you made, Jimmy.
Did you drink at the club?
Yeah, they could drink. It was BYOB. They could bring their beer in, and pretty much anything went, man.
I cannot believe she said that. It's a joke when she goes to
Oh,
those
it's
places.
a joke. Believe me, more is happening.
It's a complete joke. It's complete night and day between what the girls can do on stage and what guys can do on stage.
I'll tell you what. Any guy walk into a club. When a strip club, when the girl is dancing, you reach over and try to grab her ass and push her crotch into your face, and you tell me what the bikers that are guarding the place do to you.
Right.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Try that little experiment, Tyra.
Tyra's right, though. I mean, why would she lie? She goes to it with her friends, and they have some laughs.
Yeah, you
laugh.
You wake up hearing Christmas music. Simple as that.
Grab her ass in the summer. Din.
Right. Unbelievable. Let's go back to this clip.
Curious. And I know you haven't been, a lot of women haven't been, and you're like a lot of women who want to know why the hell their men are obsessed with strippers. So to truly experience what really goes on behind the closed doors of an erotic strip club, I had to do something drastic.
Oh.
I literally transformed myself, and I went deep undercover as a stripper.
When she said drastic, I thought maybe she was going to announce she went to broadcasting school.
I did something drastic. I went deep undercover. No, you didn't.
Yeah, you're going to have the same career Oprah did as soon as those looks go away.
You put on some makeup. You went into a club. You have a great body. Did they hire you to be a stripper? Perhaps, if it wasn't all rigged. I mean, like it's a great thing she's doing.
I didn't see the whole show, but I guarantee the club knew that she was coming.
Yeah, she's followed around.
Yeah.
She said she didn't say it was her, but either way, there was a film crew with her the whole time.
Yeah.
And,
so,
of course, she did say it was her, and she even said at one point, I saw that she goes, like about the sex going on. She goes, well, it didn't go on in the club I work, so they probably asked her to make that clear. That
make it clear.
There's none of that jazz here.
Because the club wants a plug.
Right. Let's go to this next one. Tyra asks a dumb question.
I am very curious about why men go to strip clubs. I don't understand what they get out of it. I know that it hurts a lot of women that they're with, you know, their wives or their girlfriends or their loved ones. Like, why does he have to go to that? What do I not give him that place gives him, that those women give him?
Oh, my God.
Can I guess? A rod? You stupid soccer moms. Stop eating pasta.
Mama D, as the girls call her, sets the scheduling, the rules and regulations, and also takes care of these girls.
Listen to that
I was kind of
overdramatic.
quiet. I didn't know what to say. I was kind of freaking out because there were other girls in there and they were getting dressed, and I felt kind of bad that I'm undercover and they don't know it's me. I felt kind of bad.
Oh my God.
That was her
I'm getting
insight.
Pissed. I'm getting so pissed
Undercover.
off.
I felt kind of bad.
You hear the dramatic music?
Yeah, but it's building up, Bob.
Most of these women, they're doing it and they're having fun and they don't give a crap.
They don't care. Just stop. She's deep undercover. I can't blow my cover. Like she's on some mission that's going to get her killed if they find out who she is. I might have to sign an autograph. Ooh, deep cover there. It's not like some a cop on a drug sting where the guy could shoot him. That's deep undercover. You're a stupid talk show host.
How great if her cover was blown, they'd drag her off to some third world nation to be a prostitute.
Oh, would that be great? She's found months later in a dumpster in Brazil.
I went deep undercover, and here you can see my clitoris being lopped off in Jakarta.
Right. It was the chance I took, though, you know. I knew going into that was a big chance.
There were some chances that would be taken if they found out who I was.
Oh, is she just awful?
It's every day with this shit.
Over dramatic.
What time is she on?
I don't know because I DVR it.
It's 9 o'clock on Fox or 4 o'clock on UPN.
And her other shows start up, America's Next Top Model. That show is even better. Oh my God, where she trashes these tens.
She's all
every week. She
self-important.
trashes tens on her show.
So self-important.
From a box. She stands on a box. So she's higher than these girls. I know. I said that last time.
That's the loser from last week. I think I said that last time.
But she makes sure she's taller than all these tens that want to be models, and then berates them.
Is she really on a box?
Yes. She makes sure she's much taller than them.
I have learned that they are a lot more romantic than women are. Men have like these romantic ideals, you know, and they are always picturing the best of everything. Like she's always going to look beautiful and she's always going to be this way and it's always going to be that way in the relationship, you know, and that's why they get kind of confused when like the woman's boobs start to sag. But their idea of like how it's going to go is always so much more romantic.
That was a stripper talking.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes. She's.
That was a psychologist.
I thought it was Condoleezza Rice myself.
You know, a couple completely has the potential to grow old gracefully together. There is that potential there. There's another whole thing when the woman, and I know the guys do it too, believe me, they blow up or whatever, but the women, when they decide it's time to shave their head, pretty much, and give themselves a 1950s Marine crew cut, because it's easy to shampoo in the morning. I could run right out of the house. You think your hubby likes looking at that? When you hooked up together and you had nice long locks that he could grab onto or run his fingers through or whatever, and now you decide because you could run out and go shopping with your friends a little easier if you just shave it into a flat top.
There she is with her short hairdo looking at the bank statements. And she can't understand why the guy went to an ATM machine 15 times in
At
one
a strip
night.
club. The fee on this ATM was $15 per withdrawal. Where did you go?
And she's all confused. Why?
I went to a place where the women don't have gunnery sergeant head. That's what I did, okay?
You do got to try to keep things going.
Unbelievable.
Just got to keep yourself together as best you can.
Nothing worse than some suburban woman with a hairdo like James Spader in Less Than Zero.
Great reference.
I'll be to bed in a minute, honey.
Well, any fucking time, sweetheart.
Oh. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, shit, she's waiting for me upstairs.
Oh, no. Oh, I went to the strip club. She's going to be mad.
What side was that, Private Pile?
Sir, left side, sir.
Are you sure, Private Pile?
Sir, yes, sir.
What side was that, Private Pile?
Sir, right side, sir.
Sir, a clear spot in my boxers, sir.
And then the wife getting up pissed again.
You had best square your ass away and start shitting me Tiffany cufflinks, or I will definitely fuck you up.
That's what you need. Yeah. Crew cut head.
Yeah.
Sexy.
All right, here we go. More Tyra.
I feel icky. But the sad thing is, the longer that I stay here, the less icky I feel.
When I first walked into the private dancing room, I was in shock. I was like, oh my God, there's a lady over there dancing. And oh my gosh, there's a lady dancing on a man over there. And then 5 minutes went by, and 10 minutes went by, and 30 minutes went by, and it started to look normal. And that's sad.
Can I tell you what was going on in that clip?
Yeah.
She goes into the back room, the champagne room, if you will.
The lap dance room.
And she sees all these guys there, and they're dancing, the girls are dancing for them and stuff.
Yeah.
And I bet you she's really bummed and pissed off because no one noticed her.
No one noticed her, and
wanted
she's
to
pissed.
dance from her.
Hey, it's me.
What about me? I'm Tyra.
Ugh, you look at her. Ugh.
Well, she's talking like a kid out of the Oliver Twist show. And there was a lady dancing on the man, and there was another lady.
A lady dancing, and you know damn well what was going on. The lap dance.
Yeah, there's a
no
lady.
touching. Keep your hands by your side. The girl is grinding, doing the hair thing, flipping in the lap thing. Oh, stupid move. And she's watching, going, "Oh my God!" And they're dancing. Yeah, that's what it is. I walked into a supermarket and I looked, and there's a woman pushing a cart there, and there's someone taking vegetables over here. It's what happens in a strip club. That's it. She was probably hoping to see like sex going on, and it just didn't.
So was the guy who actually went into that room.
Exactly.
There was a lady dancing.
A lady.
There was a gal over there doing the hullabaloo. Really stupid.
Mr. Hughes.
Anthony, my friend, you require a minor correction, if I may be so bold.
Okay, sir.
If a woman, or excuse me, if a man is dancing and he's wearing a thong, how can a woman slip her hand down the back of his underwear? Punching out.
No, don't punch out yet, you motherfucker. Look at him leaving like that.
That's right.
Because there's something up his ass, idiot. It's a string of a thong. They could put their hand behind it. Behind it. We could hide it behind it.
I don't want my brother coming out with... Well, yes, I do, actually.
That guy, by the way, is an idiot.
Why?
He had a stupid nothing thing to call me out on.
Why are you defending yourself?
Because he's an idiot, and I want to point him out as an idiot. And if he ever calls back again...
It just showed that you didn't know what goes on with male strippers and stuff.
No, I'm fine knowing what goes on in those places. You know they wear the thong. Ooh. They're not going to go in Fruit of the Looms.
Let's hope not.
And you know that the women grab the ass and slip their hand behind it. There's a back to a thong, idiot.
That's right. Firm buttocks.
Mr. Hughes, indeed. You should be embarrassed that guy shares a last name with you. You should be embarrassed.
Actually, if the guy's name isn't really Hughes, I would like him to change his name.
Change it.
Please.
Mr. Nagel.
Right.
Or Mr. Sparks.
Very good.
Or Mr. Than.
Hi. This is Tyra talking to a stripper who's dating one of the male guests in the audience.
Okay.
So there's a little background.
Well, one thing, Karina, I have to say, for the ladies, you are intimidated or upset that he is going to women to do something that you are doing. There's a lot of girls that don't get paid to strip that know how to drop it like it's hot. You know what I'm saying?
Drop it like it's hot?
That know how to please their man.
Is that what the kids are saying?
So, to me, it's all the same thing, and it's interesting to me that you would be upset when you are gyrating on so many women's men, so many married men, and so many men with girlfriends. So it's almost like you're getting a taste of your own medicine.
When I'm doing that, I'm getting paid. That's my job. That's what I do. I'm there to show people a good time. They come in there to have a good time.
And then we'll suck each other's cocks later.
But now when he's going to the strip clubs with all the women and stuff, he's not getting paid to go let them show him a good time.
I smell a double standard in the air.
Should have showered.
I smell that, Karina. I'm sorry. That's what I smell.
All right, you probably heard some of the conversation. Ben's freaking out because the spots are building up in Washington.
And dude, somebody else is building up.
They can't come back tomorrow. Holy shit, we're running out of show and we can't get to these guys. We got Rob Dibble and we got more Tyra audio.
All I care about is this. My colon feels like a tsunami is inside of it, so you guys do what you got to do.
Oh,
I am going to, as they say, give birth.
A mudslide.
Yeah, I have to. I can't wait.
All right, we got a few more Tyra clips that we'll get to after the break, and
we got to get these guys in.
We got to get these guys in, and then
even briefly.
Maybe I don't know. We got to figure it all out. All right, most of us are back. Norton's in the middle of a dump.
Wow, that must be a bad one going on in there. Godspeed, Jim Norton. Godspeed.
Good luck to you, sir.
Yeah.
Here, we should get Twitchell's in here. I think the comedians from the Short Bus Tour, they're going to come back next week. We're going to play the rest of the Tyra clips when Jimmy gets back. But Twitchell's, come in here. We want to make sure we get the plug out. Twitchell's, get the plug out for the guys.
Yeah, we're going to the, it's going to be called, it's the Short Bus Comedy Tour.
It's going to be called Gibba. How do we spell that?
Just trying to get my words out here today. The Short Bus Comedy Tour, we're kicking it off at the Laugh Factory in Times Square on April 13th.
Jump.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
The tour consists of Tim Grill, who has spina bifida, myself, Jimmy Graham, who's fat, and of course Mike Cateo, who's doing really good in New York City, who has cerebral palsy. So
you could say cerebral too, can't you?
Yeah.
Do they get offended by cerebral, or is it cerebral? Hey, we're cerebral.
You know what I noticed?
Yeah.
Being fat is just like the rest of those afflictions.
I know.
It's
like wow. Yeah, if I had to pick one,
right?
I think I'd pick fat.
All right, we got a comedian that has spina bifida. We have a comedian that has Tourette's, and a short guy.
Yeah. Why not?
It's a little short.
And all that info can be checked at laughterbyLou.com.
And a guy with kinky hair.
Right.
Needs conditioner real bad.
Yeah, being fat's just like the rest of those diseases. Or whatever. Is it a disease, Tourette's?
Yeah, disease is an affliction, the same old thing.
How'd it work out for you, Jimmy
Hi,
Norton?
Jimmy. How was that dump?
Good?
Looks like Discovery Channel footage.
That bad? Really?
That amazing.
Yeah.
All right, Twitchell's, can you tell the guys, hang out. We'll try to get them on before we leave, but if we don't, they're going to come back next week.
Yeah, next Thursday.
So we could give you a nice big segment instead of rushing you through.
That's cool, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, wow. That was a good one. That got hurt. That was a good one. You can just hang out in the corner. We love the noises. Alex in Boston. Alex.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
You guys see the Boston Globe this morning? You got your picture in there in the.
For what reason?
The hell is that all about?
They're comparing Sirius and XM.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, it's a picture with. You can see Jimmy's head.
Where? What paper?
And then what's on the other side? Like as they're comparing.
They're comparing just the personalities. They have, all the personalities on XM.
So they have us, and then who would we be tied to?
Obviously Howard.
Yeah, what do you think?
He loves that.
I know. It makes us very happy.
Does he hate that?
That makes us so happy. All right, it makes Twitchell's happy,
it's
too.
It's a cat in here.
All right, cool. We'll check that out, Alex. Thank you.
Jump.
Meow.
I made the Boston Globe today. That's nice. Where's Nathaniel? We got 4 more clips
Jump
here
in
from
here,
the Tyra Stripper Show.
Man.
This Tyra thing has potential.
Take the jump seat.
We're going to work out the bugs. We just know that she's just awful at this TV thing, and we want to just point that out to you guys from time to time. Maybe doing a whole show with a lot of clips isn't the way to go with this. We'll figure out an angle. Here's Tyra asking another question.
Yes.
Another stupid question.
Yes, another one.
One thing that I noticed at the club is that there were so many different types of women. There were older women, and there was a woman, I'm tall. There was a woman that made me look short, and she was a woman. She was not, transsexual or something. She was over 6 feet, and she was a woman. There were women that were more heavy set. There were the skinny ones. There were so many different types. Why do you think that is? Because I thought that when I went to a strip club, they would all look like, Mandy and Candy, that type of look. Why do you think it's so diverse? Susan.
I think beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and I think that thank God for that. Everybody, guys like different kinds of women. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
No.
She can't be that clueless. She thought they were all blonde with big boobs, right?
Yeah.
That's just because she's blonde. That's natural.
The day dancers during the week by the train station need to get paid too. They need to eat. So that's why you see the diversity. They're the ones that aren't making the big money. The C-section scar dancers, those are the ones.
All right, here we go. This is where the clips get really good. The build-up to her taking the stage. Undercover stripper, Tyra Banks.
During my time as an undercover stripper, I had one more thing to do. I had to take the stage and dance for the men in the audience. And when that time came, I have to be honest with you, I was terrified. Before I could go on stage, I had to practice on the pole. I was so uncomfortable. I was nervous. It felt so strange.
Oh, God, is she awful.
And they add the cat calls in the background, which clearly weren't happening because she was in a back room.
Yeah. Oh, so they had little cat calls
Can we
going
hear
on.
them again?
Yeah.
They were making believe that she was actually in front of people, like, doing the pole?
They presented it that way, yes.
During my time as an undercover stripper, I had one more thing to do. I had to take the stage and dance for the men in the audience. And when that time came, I have to be honest with you, I was terrified. Before I could go on stage, I had to practice on the pole. I was so uncomfortable. I was nervous. It felt so strange.
Maybe if you have really good hearing.
You didn't hear the cat call in the
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay.
It was furry in the background, though. All right. Guys, here's the surprise ending. The Tyra Stripper show.
Yeah.
Big, huge surprise here.
The payoff.
It was time for me to perform on the main stage.
I gotta go. I gotta go on stage.
The closer I got to the curtain backstage, the more I realized what I was about to do. Watching the woman that was performing on stage, I felt so sad. I couldn't do it.
I think the thing is, she saw women who were being sexy on stage, and she's been making her living prancing up and down, just walking with no personality and making money, and now you got to show some sex appeal and personality, which you don't have. You stiff bitch. So you knew they were all going to stare at you as you tried to dance with your dumb makeup on.
Can I take that a little further?
I wish you wouldn't.
She had no intention of stripping at all.
Right from the start.
She felt sad.
What was she going to do? Go out there and not take her clothes off?
Right. She presented this like she was going to strip, right?
Yeah.
And she got with the producers like, I ain't doing no stripping. Well, we'll make believe you are all the way to the end. We'll still get a show out of this, and then you back out.
Exactly.
There was no fucking way she was ever going to
never going to go up there and show her tits and let that get out on the internet and everything. Stop it.
Sad.
Stop it.
She was sad.
But she presented like she was going to the entire show.
She's ripping off Tara Reid is what she's doing. Going the whole show saying she's going to do something and then backing out at the last minute. Oh, my God, we're going to go parasailing today, guys. It's going to be so cool. We're going to take the motorboat out, and we're going to go parasailing. All right, look at how high up those things go. It's going to be great. And then, all right, it's time to get up there. No, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
Well,
That's so scary. You have to be crazy.
Here she talks about why she bailed.
Oh, good. You get an answer.
She was never going to do it.
I couldn't do it. I pulled that curtain back, and they were yelling, announced me, Chanel, it's time for Chanel to come on the stage. And I was like, what the hell? I saw the men's faces, and they were peering at me, looking at them, like, behind the curtain, and I knew I signed up for this experiment to do this because I really wanted to see them and feel them and see, like, not touch them and feel them, but just see what really goes on. But I felt icky, and I felt like...
Icky.
So weird. And what's so funny is...
Oprah.
I'm sure as women, we all do like the stripper dance at home and play around with our friends, or we might even take the S Factor strip dance classes. But it is nothing compared to being in that club and being that up close and personal to it.
Did they applaud her at that point, Nathaniel?
Yeah, they went to break.
Why was her name Chanel? Was Clydesdale hair taken?
Look at the pictures of her online, Iraq show, and she's like, might as well just be completely naked.
Yeah, that's wacko material right there.
Yeah. She doesn't like the fact that strippers are doing what she did, but they're doing it honestly. That's what they are doing. You're not important.
She was never going to strip.
She's a prostitute who didn't have the courage to pop one in her mouth for a few bucks. That's what you are. And I was going to go undercover.
No, you
Were you really computer speech diction?
She wasn't going undercover.
No.
Well, we know it.
Chris in Rockland County.
How you doing, guys? Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
Me?
No, I saw the show last night. It was bullshit. We've been jerking off to her for years. She's, like you just said, Jimmy. She's been walking around half naked, and now she's bitching and moaning about strippers. She doesn't have a clue about anything.
She's a goose.
Fuck it, that's an understatement of the century.
Yes.
Well, could be even longer than that, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Pointing that out.
All right. Thank you, Chris.
Hold on. Twitchell's. All right.
Let's say hi to Knockout Ned, it looks like, or Neo. What is this? N-E something.
She's been walking around.
Knockout.
Hey, asshead.
Oh, my God.
He's listening to the radio.
Oh, my God. Why? It's the first rule of talk radio.
You're a stupid, stupid man. From Long Island.
Knockout.
Hey.
Wait.
Click.
Listen.
Click.
There.
He realized he was an idiot and hung up.
Okay. That's the end of Tyra.
Yeah, good.
That was a wonderful ending.
Good segment.
Fucking Twitchels.
Good segment, Than.
Thanks.
Nice job. Now get out.
No,
I heard Opie reprimanding you during break.
No, it wasn't.
What
Yeah,
happened,
you did.
Dan?
What'd I do?
You said the bit goes on much too long. Maybe next time we can get better clip. And then you slapped him in the face.
No. Hey. You don't have to make me look like an asshole. People already know I'm an asshole.
People would not.
I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Okay.
I liked the Tyra bit. I said we should take a look at this Tyra bit. We're trying to still figure out how it's going to work.
Yeah.
That's all.
And Than put it together, though.
I erred on the side of caution.
I'm trying to bash Than here.
I know you are.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you have a reason to bash Than.
No. I know. I'm trying to be a little meaner.
I'm obsessed
on
with
the
Tyra
because
she's such a phony.
That's what I'm trying to do.
And we're trying to present that to the audience. We just haven't hit it yet. That's all. We're still working on the bit.
So what? Than recorded the entire show in real time. What's wrong with that?
Right?
That's what it should be.
Well, I thought all the clips except one were interesting.
What was the one you didn't like?
I don't remember because it wasn't interesting.
Because there's so much gold.
That's right.
Yes.
Wait, I know which one was really good. Let me see the list.
You're going to hurt it.
No, he's not. You give Anthony that list. Anthony wants to look at that list.
Let's go to Anthony.
Your heart's just not in it.
I know. Look at that. Oh, it's so believable when you do it.
Good boy, Ant. Way to straighten this punk out.
Let's say hi. Let's go to Tankerman. Tankerman.
Hey, I just wanted to thank the Black Ninja. I watched this show and I got so fucking mad. Yelling and screaming at my TV. That's all I do now is watch shows that piss me the fuck off. So I want to thank Black Ninja.
I don't know why it's enjoyable, but the other one you got to check out is that #1 single on VH1, I think it is, the Lisa Loeb show.
Angering.
We got to get some clips from that mess.
And the reason that the reason you like to watch TV that makes you angry, because TV is such bland, unchallenging dreck that anything that makes you feel something, you watch.
Oh, that's good.
And I hate these talk show hosts. They think they're trying to do a service to people out there. No, they're not.
We're going to show you today. No, you are?
Are you?
Yeah.
You teased that you were going to be a stripper the entire show, and then when it came time to do something, you didn't do it.
You didn't do it.
And then you had some fake excuse why you couldn't do it.
You took your hat off and somebody heard...
You know what the worst part of me trying to show Than something by ripping up his paper? I've given myself a paper cut.
What a sissy.
I hurt myself.
You better hurry and take care of that. That could get infected.
Yeah, you homophiliac.
Look at him.
Purell on this paper cut, that's going to burn.
Ah!
And by the way, more importantly,
pain.
We joked about the birthday today, but I want a nice big happy birthday to myself.
No, to E-Rock. Stop.
No, it's E-Rock's birthday.
Happy birthday, Eric.
Happy birthday, E-Rock.
Good.
Did we forget to promote this show?
What show?
The Kenny Show?
March 15th.
Oh, we have time on this one?
Yeah, but no, we don't. No, we're fine.
A special show to benefit Project Graduation at the Stress Factory Comedy Club in New Brunswick, New Jersey, starring Jim Norton, Jim Florentine, and Don Jameson.
March 15th
You
only.
can be 18 to enter, by the way. That's pretty cool. It's at the Stress Factory. It's on March, 15th?
Yeah, it's a benefit. We're just doing one night there. 732-545-4242. I think it's a Wednesday night.
For reservations. That's going to be a good show.
Yes.
And for a very, very good cause. So.
Yes.
Twitchels, thanks. We'll have you guys back next week to do a real segment with the boys from the Short Bus Comedy Tour, right?
Appreciate it. Thanks, man.
All right.
Anything else to close with?
Program complete.